Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
God, why do we have to have a morning show in the morning?
Good morning.
God, I'm okay with a morning
You
show.
lazy bastards.
I am. Oh.
I see. You thought I was talking about you?
I'm
you
cool
lazy
with
bastard.
that, though, man. I tell you what, when you become retired.
Retarded? When you become retarded?
You don't know.
I don't know that you're retarded?
No, you don't know that you're becoming retarded. Is that possible?
Well, Mike, I got a serious question.
Here we go.
Do you know?
Well, here's the thing.
Seriously. Do you know?
I'm not.
You're not, or you're not sure?
I'm normal.
You're normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Denial could be part of the problem.
No, it's a river in Egypt.
Denial could be part of the problem.
Now, here's what's really funny is that my former wife and I used to do a lot of work with Special Olympics when I was in the military.
Now, those, but see, you don't call them people.
Well, here's the thing.
They have physical disabilities. When I call people retarded, there's a difference between somebody who has special needs and somebody who chooses to act stupid. Jeff Matthias.
They kind of like being Munsoned.
Yes.
Matthias.
Well, it's almost,
here's the thing is
either, well, nowadays though, you've either been Bill Clinton, Hillary, or Donald Trump.
Yeah,
which one is
Trump? Yeah. The thing, you get to know them, because you see them a couple times a year and they remember you and stuff. And it was so funny. We were sitting around and there was a whole bunch of us. I was making everybody laugh, doing the stupid stuff, and everybody was having fun. And one of them leaned over and said something to one of the other kids and they just died laughing. And I was like, what'd you say? No whispering. And they went, quit acting normal. And, because most of the time you'd say, quit acting like a retard. And I tell you what, man, I fell down laughing. I was laughing so hard, man, I almost peed on myself.
You falling down. It's not a far stretch.
Falling down peeing is just what I do.
Falling down peeing. Hell, you standing up peeing is funny.
So whenever any of them
it's
were
like a freaking sprinkler, it'd be like. That explains why you got pee all over the floor, the walls, the toilet seat.
I'm not comfortable with you talking about my stream.
People ask, is he got a Prince Albert because it sprays? I'm like, no, it's a pressurized water bottle.
do we have to talk about
he has to pressure wash.
So how about that Charlie Foxtrot coming November 4th, man?
Did you see me share it this morning?
No.
Oh, watch this. This is beautiful.
Oh, God,
beautiful.
You better not have done anything
beautiful, I tell you.
Because I sent it out on a published thing.
Yeah, just watch. Watch
more than 40 seconds.
Watch more than 40 seconds to see Mike Mance. But it looks like a great thing to watch.
You suck. God dog it. That's it. I'm telling you, when they go to the part, well, what do you do now? It's going to go beep, 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 beep. Or it'll go beep for beep.
People will think you're saying you masturbate then.
No, they know I do. It's on video. Go to Pornhub. Yeah, man. Go to militarymike. I got my own category now.
So,
squishy.
On to something or anything better.
Anytime you're mean to me today,
than this conversation right here.
The pH.
The pH.
Yeah. Holy crap, dude. Is this serious? Congratulations to John at.
What are you talking about?
Part 107. Oh, man, the freaking FAA has gone nuts with these drones, man. Jesus. Because I have one group that wants me to fly over the football game, and video.
Yes.
They're in town this week, and it's their homecoming.
Yes.
So if I'm flying over and my drone dies and it lands on the queen and kills her, I'm going to jail forever. So, I've been doing a lot more looking into, because I kind of got away from it a little bit.
Yes.
The FAA is now requiring that I pass a Part 107 aeronautical knowledge test.
Yes.
And then I get my little license in the mail now. Hey, more money. And I had to pay for my 2 classes for this semester coming up. Can anyone say $2,800? So I had to.
$2,800 for what?
2 classes. Yeah, and my classes are expensive, $1,400 a piece. So, I'm gonna find a student loan that doesn't pay for classes, just gives me money.
Oh yeah, that's called a loan shark.
I'm going. Hey,
that's
I'm
not called student loans. That's called a loan shark, and he'll break your fingers.
I'll tell you right now, I ain't paying it back. Somebody comes on my property, dead. You saw where I live now,
dude. I like where you're at.
Yeah, you saw. Where I live.
I actually wish I had a house sitting on that property.
Well, yeah, it's very nice. There's the DNC deal I was telling you about.
Yeah, man. How about that? Let's talk about that real quick. That guy's
wrong. Okay, here's the thing. Do you think there's any malicious intent, or do you think he was just dumping his crap?
How would you see malicious intent? I see a lazy ass Hillary Clinton supporter who just simply is as stupid as she is and thought it was okay for him to shoot down a sewer, but he doesn't realize that's going to run off on a creek bed somewhere.
Well, I like the way he says, "Oh, it's an honest mistake."
It's not an honest mistake.
No way.
For him to have the license to drive that bus,
absolutely,
means not only does he have a CDL, which is the commercial driver's license, he had to actually go to school to get the passenger class CDL.
I don't know anything about that.
The passenger class. So a regular CDL is about driving the big vehicle, blah 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 blah. The passenger class involves other things involving driving passengers. Things you have to know, learn,
stuff like they're not supposed to be up walking around.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff that a regular CDL class does not teach. So for this jackass to say that he didn't know any better, he is 100% lying. He was just doing it because he thought he was going to get away with it and nobody was going to say anything.
Yeah, because don't you have to, like my former in-laws, they lived in one.
You can't even dump like that in a landfill anymore.
Right, you have to hook it up and pay
Henry
for
can
it.
call in and tell you there's a special place you have to go to dump this stuff.
Yeah, I remember him talking about it. So, wait, you know what? I want to follow this. I want to follow this.
This is not a simple mistake. This is an intentional...
well, I think it's
this is a class of laziness.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. I guess because I'm getting beat up right now.
Beat up about what?
Could you go right there? Yeah.
What am I doing?
That right there. I just want to get the name of the place. Troll Coasters. Okay.
I
used to always go to that website.
Okay. So anyhow,
well, tonight's the presidential debate, but I'm just saying, I'm getting beat up by Democrats right now. So
apparently the DNC's sheet really does stink.
You know,
I'm telling you, dude, you did not accidentally do that.
I don't think there was malicious intent, but I think it's indicative of what we're dealing with.
What would you consider malicious intent? Why are you bringing that up?
Dumping poop on the street like, F you.
No. This was, I can get away with it, is what this was.
Yeah.
This was my pooper was full, and I know I can get away with just dumping it down the sewer. Who's going to stop me?
I'm just tell you the honest goodness truth. I'm just ill. Democrats have been attacking a lot of my posts. So call to arms, any Republicans you guys want to join in some of these discussions, please do. And I'm sick of it because I don't know. Maybe it's me, man. I just don't see it. I just don't understand that way of thinking. Why is it that when you ask them questions, if they don't have the answer, and I'm finding this across the board with Democrats, immediately they start insulting your intelligence. They just start calling you names.
My whole thing is I don't get into the whole Republican Democrat crap. I'm just only going by facts. And everybody wants to keep saying Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that. Look, he's a businessman. He's a millionaire. He's writing stuff off on his taxes just like Hillary is. The same stuff that Hillary and all her campaign people are doing, and all the people that have, put money into her campaign, they're all using the same tax thing that Trump's using and every other business in America's using, every other rich person's using.
I agree.
I mean, it's hello, it's IRS. It's all legal. Hello. I mean, God, she's such an idiot.
The smear campaigns for people. It's just, and you know what? Trump hasn't been in the political realm as far as running for an elected position.
Right.
So I think there's, God, I know one thing. If you ever went back and recorded or read some of the things that I've said in my life or posted in my life, I'm
yeah, but who cares what the guy said 11 years ago?
Really? Who cares if he said it today?
How many years ago was it when skeet, 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 oh, Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
And she's still married to the douchebag.
You know, I don't get it, man.
He stuck a cigar somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, so Donald talks about grabbing a coot and he sticks a cigar in it. Yeah. Why is Donald worse than Bill?
And here's the part I don't understand. Truthfully, I do not understand this. He was
and let's look at it this way. Bill Clinton, what he did was no better than when a police officer takes advantage of an inmate. You know, that's an automatic 7 years. Yeah. If you get caught, I mean, an automatic 10 years. Sorry. If you get caught as a sheriff or a correctional officer making moves and or touching an inmate, you get the charge of violation of oath, which is an automatic 10 years in a prison. How did Bill Clinton do that to an intern and not go to prison?
Okay, here's the thing, too. He looked right into the
same thing.
And you know Hillary was part of this, okay? She was the first lady at this time. He looked right into the camera and he said, I did not have sexual relationships.
I did not have sexual relations.
He came back, whatever the time period.
Could you define sex?
I apologize. Okay, so look, the guy lied. So what? We all lie. We all sin. Whatever. Let's get over it. But the thing
he should have been tossed out of office, though.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of respect or credibility. I don't know what word I'm looking at. Is if you're going to be the president and you want me to frickin' follow you into battle and this and that, you got to at least hold up some of the frickin' values of that position. And if she was standing right there off to the side, she knew he was going to tell that lie.
Right.
And then she lies and gets away with it. And I think it's just like a little kid. If you continuously let your child lie to you with no ramifications, as a friend of mine used to say, if there are no ramifications for a negative action, anyone would continue to do it. And that's what's going on. In my mind, I believe that Hillary Clinton is lying. I believe she's lying about a tremendous amount of stuff. And when you try to explain this to Democrats, they don't have answers. They just fire back at you of something about Trump. So I'm talking to this one guy and I'm like, well, why don't you explain to me your take on Benghazi? And it's like, oh my God, we've been over this so many times and they still haven't found her guilty. I said, well, in a corrupt judicial system,
that's exactly
they wouldn't find her guilty. But the point of the matter is, and they've already done this, is they have pointed out where she broke the law, but she's not being punished. Well, what about Trump? No, answer the question before we go to anything about Trump. Well, Trump has fondled all these women and now they're all coming forward. I said, not one ounce of truth or evidence. That's why I didn't say truth. I said evidence. God forbid. I don't want to see any woman fondled or anything. I don't want a woman to go through anything that she doesn't want to go through. Okay. Right. But some of these, that's what immediately some of these Democratic women have been doing on my post is saying that, equal rights, equal this, equal that, equal pay. I'm good with that. Right. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely perfectly fine with that. But when I don't open up your door.
That's right.
Or I don't pay for your meal.
Well, and it gets back to that whole, you want all this, this, and this, and this, but you want us to treat you like ladies. Well, which one is it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to talk to you like we're on a construction site? Hey, girl, get over there, pick up that shovel. Shut the up.
Yeah.
I mean, which one do you want? Do you want to be talked to like your construction trash, or do you want to be talked to like a lady? Which one do you want already?
I would really and truthfully love to have a woman call up. Please don't call up and start calling me names. I'm not going to call you names.
I can call you loser without even having to call you.
You're like the brother I never liked. Mom didn't like you, that kind of thing. I'm just confused. I wish a woman, even a boy, I would be happier in a pig in mud if I could get a woman that was a Democrat to call up so that we could ask some questions. And please don't get argumentative with me. I just want some questions answered about your candidate. Who are we calling somebody?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dirty bastards is not answering the phone.
Dirty bastards. DBs. I hate them all.
God, I cannot stand.
You have reached the voicemail box of 6.
They have the phone.
8490952.
I know.
At the tone, please record your voice message.
I know.
When you are finished
this
recording,
person has the
you
phone
may hang
sitting
up
right next
or
to him.
press pound for more options.
Military Mike, you are a complete douchebag. You said don't call you.
Did you really just give my phone number out on the radio?
Your phone number's all over my website.
Oh my God. You just did that on live on the radio.
Your phone number is already on my website as a contact.
That's 2.
Why would you be ill with me?
That's 2.
Every slut in Georgia has your phone number.
Okay, that's 2.
Your number is written all over Metropolitan Avenue's bus stops.
That's
and you're on the website as a list of contacts.
Tried to scare me into having a heart attack yesterday. Not cool. Strike 1. Gave out my personal phone number on the air.
Your number is already on the website.
Strike 2.
Not just mine, but dirtypeepers.com. You're on their website too.
There's no such thing as.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
He's like, let me go look this up.
That was pretty funny, man. Dirty Peepers. Somebody sent me one about.
Mike's like, holy shit, how do you spell that? I need to look that up.
No, somebody sent me one that it was a while ago, but it was about farmers only or something. And I'm like, the hell out of here.
No, please don't tell me.
It's real.
What does it involve?
No, it's just people that work on farms.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were fixing to tell me. It's like,
no, nothing like that.
Mike.
But it was really hilarious because I'm like, get out of here. And they're like, no, it's really a website. Go to it. That's when I was on when doing my own show there.
God.
I have no idea what happened. I just typed it in and went to go, and it just went right back to. I think my tablet may be on the verge.
Look, I got to show you something funny.
Don't you do it?
Watch this.
No.
So we were talking about those cameras we wanted. I want like the Bluetooth one and I got the pen one.
I got the sunglasses.
I want you to see something that pops up on Yahoo when you do this.
Oh boy, here we go. Hey, I found out yesterday. Look up the term Bluetooth. You'd be surprised where it came from.
I look up Blue Waffle. You'd be surprised what that looks like.
Oh my God. I can't believe you gave out my phone number.
Mike, what are you doing? You give your phone number out to everybody.
So freaking on like Donkey Kong now. Yeah, let me go ahead.
I can't believe
your address.
that you would even care.
Let me go ahead and post your address online right here. And what?
Okay, look. So there you go. Spy camera. Now go to images.
No.
So I'm going to look for spy cameras, right?
Those are cool.
Yeah, but then as you're scrolling on down, you see all these really cool spy cameras.
Those aren't either. There's a bunch.
But then you start seeing pictures of people that have been caught on spy cameras. Yeah. So I'm just like, man, that's the camera I want. And then I go, oh, wait a minute. How did that camera get on that toilet?
Wouldn't there be one cool that would hook up to my phone?
Well, there's that ink pen one that you could put inside your pocket. I think that would be the cool one.
Look, those cameras with the binoculars with the cameras.
Yeah. No, I need those. Those are regular glasses instead of sunglasses, because if you go walking somewhere to bust somebody on something
and they're
with sunglasses on,
and they're not very good sunglasses,
nobody's really gonna believe. Like, look. Does that look like a spy cam? That's why I'm laughing at some of these pictures that pop up, because I'm like, that's not a spy cam.
I want one that'll go straight to my phone.
But I do want a spy cam.
That one right there.
That one?
Yeah. That's not a spy phone.
Yeah. So when you see some of this, you go, wow, Yahoo. But I do tell you, there are some really cool cameras out there that they have that I'd like to get my hands on. That pen one, I think, would be the good one, because you could just put it like in your shirt right here, where your like polo shirt buttons down.
Yeah.
And even if the video quality wasn't great, you would have their face, their mouth moving while recording the crap coming out of their mouth, and that's what you want. That's how you want to bust somebody.
I'm gonna be
for
honest,
being stupid.
I don't think I could pull off the pen thing because I don't believe anybody would look at that pen and believe that it was just hanging on my shirt, you know?
Why?
Because I don't carry a pen there.
Yeah, but if you walked into a McDonald's, who's going to know that why you're saying people know you, but somebody in a McDonald's that you might be trying to bust, it doesn't know you.
Right.
I just think it's funny because there's so many places I go and I keep going, who in the hell is this person think they are to talk to me like that? Like there's this one person that works with a certain city that I know, likes to run that mouth. And I'm thinking, you let me get you busted for running your mouth like that to a citizen of the county/city. And you're an employee.
Yeah.
You know, who the hell are you to talk to people like that? I hope she rots in hell.
Oh, using my line, huh?
Well, that's the censored version of what I really want to say.
Well, I mean, that is a powerful comment.
Well, that's a censored version of what I believe about this person.
Every time I use that comment to somebody, the only other one that has that kind of effect is see you in Tahiti.
So far, we're at 191 views for this morning's.
Man, you people got to get lives, man.
For this morning's video. People are loving it though, man. It was funny.
It's not acting.
You hit me in my sack with a sack.
It's not acting.
What's not acting?
We're not acting when we do these.
Nobody said we were acting.
I thought people thought we were
denial
acting.
Much? No, my point is you hit me in the sack with
hit me
with
first.
A sack.
You threw it at me. There was no reason to throw it at me. No.
Does this mean we bumped uglies?
No. It does mean that you
God,
the ball sack that hit me in the testicle though. So,
well, that means your testicle junk touched my testicle junk. Thank God there was protection between the two junks.
So you've had that thing by your balls before?
No, you just made the comment about it hitting you and then hitting me and then I had to pick it up.
No.
That's what you said.
I picked it up. Or you picked it up and threw it at me, so it hit mine first.
Yes.
Then I picked it up, which they're my testicles. So
right.
I can play with them if I want to.
Yes.
So then I threw it at yours. So then then you picked it up. Theoretically, now you've had sex with that ball, which means that ball had sex with me. So you've had sex with me.
I picked it up after it touched me, though.
Yeah, but I was still all over it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that there's a win to this conversation. Let's take a commercial. Everybody, we'll be right back.
So nothing. No phone call, no nothing.
No.
No call, no show. Wow.
And knowing that I had it already planned out, dude. Wrong.
Wrong as rain. And he'll beat any.
So it just screws me all the way around.
Whole different sperm. Do you people realize soldiers have talked like Trump for 241 years? Yes, we the deplorables. So Trump on that, haters.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm just trying to be a birder. Casey posted tune in, but he didn't say he was on his way or not.
Fuck, dude. And now we've been spending the last 2 days planning on going out of town. So it's like, what the fuck do I do now?
You make it sound like I can't handle it.
Well, you may have to all by yourself.
I do a show on Monday.
So listen, this biatch really has that couch. Like, that's some 1970s.
That's a Davenport, man.
Are we serious?
That's a Davenport. That is so Danny.
I need her phone number.
That is so
Write that thing down.
I love it. I know. Danny, if you're listening. That is the Davenport. That is so freaking cool, man. I love it. I freaking love it. There is doom and duty right in the pootie.
Oh, shut it up.
I don't care for country music.
I see that.
There you go, man. I love it, man. I don't even know where she could have found that. Where could you have found that? Beast, that's a Davenport, baby.
You poor people on video have to. If YouTube wouldn't make me try to hide, which I just realized that song was up, that they make me try to hide every bit of the music, and I do apologize because it makes when we go to breaks, kind of sucky.
Yeah, you have to watch us.
Yeah, you have to watch us, but you can't really hear anything,
and you don't really know what's going on with us because, quite frankly, djscottie is weird. Hey, what's going on with Obamacare? Everybody's posting these letters of where their rates are going up. Here's somebody. A little bitty.
That's Casey.
Casey.
What's going up?
Everybody is posting their actual personal letters on Facebook.
Oh, I know.
Showing the increase in electricity. I'm sorry, that woman you just posted is beautiful. So whatchamacallit? Stop! Why you gotta keep putting her picture up there? She's really
shut up. I've already passed that. We're dead and gone.
I'm not. No.
Hacksaw Ridge. Can't wait.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you actually say anything?
Nope. Sure can't.
We're going back live, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, we're not live yet.
No.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
You swallow.
You suck. You are.
All right, we're going back live. There's Wonder Woman.
Nobody cares who you are.
So, anyways, Mike started having this conversation, but he never really said anything.
Well,
but everybody's posting something, and then he just stops.
Well, because quit putting these beautiful women up.
Mike, I'm just scrolling down Facebook. I can't help that I got some pretty friends.
Yep.
Unlike your page.
Yeah. That was not nice at all.
Here, I'll leave this on some big boobs for you.
I saw that. The guy's got a boob. That's weird. Okay, so something apparently is going on with Obamacare because suddenly all these people are posting their letters of increase of either deductible or premium or both.
That's why everybody's been complaining.
What the hell is going on?
Why would that happen? Going to F us before he gets out of office somehow, some way. So right now, there's all sorts of stupid stuff that's happening. It just is happening.
So here's the point I don't understand. Is it something that goes along with the 1st of October?
I don't know.
Or something like that?
I don't know.
So now, is that the one from Rockdale County?
Yes. And the question is this the guy from my road that we videoed the other day where we watched him get handcuffed and go outside?
Yeah. It's really funny
because we've had people that we know reach out and say they wouldn't have had that many cars, et cetera, for a simple domestic violence.
Right. Well, Mike Myers, our friend, the friend of the station there, and the press officer for the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
He's been on the radio a lot.
Yes.
I've been hearing him talk about this. And apparently this is pretty important.
Yes.
Because it does tie a lot of things.
Yes. Yes.
Casey, please say something.
Yes.
Good morning.
I've had to be around him way too long already.
All right, let's listen to this real quick.
I'm actually tired.
Bumping uglies before I got here.
Shh, don't tell nobody. All right, here we go.
Guns off the streets in Metro Atlanta. Let's give you a look at the weapons. Deputies seized all of this in a drug investigation. Channel 2's Richard Elliott live.
He sounds like Casey today.
How some of the seized drugs may seem familiar to fans of that TV show Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but this guy was no Walter White. Deputies believe John Gray was a distributor, not the maker. Man, they found not only blue meth, but lots of other drugs too. Take a close look at the drugs. Deputies say they seized after a months-long investigation. Marijuana, Schedule II narcotics, and crystal meth. And that meth right there is blue, similar to the kind of meth shown in the TV show Breaking Bad. But deputies believe the dealers just added food coloring to make it look that color.
But more importantly, see where this guy was a distributor. I mean, this is what you have here. You have it broken out into where they're trying to get the drugs out on the street. Apparently the guns as well.
So deputies are most proud they were able to get these dangerous weapons off the street, like this sawed-off shotgun.
Damn, that looks like mine.
And this Chinese-made.
That looks like my SKS. Bitch, you been at my house?
Deputies say he's been a drug suspect for some time, so they ran a surveillance operation on him lasting a couple of months. But when they say they spotted him loading boxes into his car, they decided to make their move and pull him over. They say they found these guns and drugs.
Well, thank God that ain't my guy on my road.
The amount of hours that it takes to investigate, the amount of hours, days, months that they use to just be able to take somebody that's this dangerous.
Deputies estimate the drugs to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Gray is facing drug and weapons charges.
Yeah,
he
won't
distribute, without a doubt.
Well, that's awesome. It ain't my guy from my street.
One of my Twitter followers pointed out correctly that sawed-off shotgun is an illegal weapon, but the
no, it's not.
Assault weapon is not. However, deputies point out
the 12 gauge is not illegal. I saw the link.
Thousands of dollars of drugs. Possessing it does become illegal. We are live in Rockdale County, Virginia. Channel 2, actually.
So neener.
Yeah, but you know what I love is he is on Channel 2, supposed to know what he's saying, and he's supposed to be saying correct information. And he just said the sawed-off's illegal, and that is a effing lie. That sawed-off is not illegal. The only way it's illegal is if it's stolen and in possession of a drug dealer. If he's in possession of a stolen gun, while in the commission of a crime, then it becomes a bigger offense. Because A, it's a stolen gun, and it's in commission of the crime. And if you get caught with a stolen gun while trying to sell illegal substances, that's something else.
It's excuse me, all these sorry, Mike. Don't start.
It just drives me nuts when the reporters are telling wrong information.
Well, what they're doing is they're trying to get the story out so quick they don't do it.
They don't check.
They don't check.
There was nothing illegal about that gun. It was a sawed-off, but it was not shorter than 18 and a half inches, that's the felony, is if it's shorter than 18 and a half inches. And it's got to be from the tip of the barrel to the exiting part of the chamber, not the beginning of the chamber.
But the chamber.
Well, because the reason I had to say it is an exiting. On a single barrel, it's just a chamber. The problem is on a pump, people go, no, it measures from where the chamber starts, where you put the bullet in. I go, no, it measures from where the bullet actually goes into the barrel.
It's called the breech.
But people don't know that.
I'm sorry. When they should talk to Casey.
But when it's a single shot, you breech load it. See the difference? That's where you get screwed up with people. People don't, especially reporters. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Casey, you don't know about guns.
I don't know anything about guns.
You can tell, man. Can't you tell a non-gun?
He's got a pen and can probably do more damage with a pen.
Yeah. That's right.
What do they used to say? The pen is mightier than the sword.
That's exactly right.
Said that? Like Al Gore or somebody? I don't know.
Yes, I know.
My wife says, guns. Did he just say 18 inches is a felony? It would be, ma'am, listen, it would be destruction of property, which could be a felony if used wrong.
Could be domestic violence there.
Yeah, you use an 18-inch wand and tear up a back door, you could go to jail.
Oh my God, Scottie!
Whoa.
What?
Scottie,
What?
come on now.
I'm talking about breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Well, then it would be entering and breaking.
Man, I tell you what. And I don't want you coloscoping my phone anymore.
Ever since you messed with his sack this morning, he's been on a roll.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you got
way to get your day started.
He's been trying to get me prostate ever since I've been here. This is going to be a bad show.
Yeah, it's going to be a bad time.
You
know what sucks is Steph was supposed to be here and didn't show up. And I was supposed to be leaving in like right now. I was actually, it's my anniversary with my wife, you know, and I was supposed to take her somewhere this morning.
You and Mike are playing with each other's sack.
Yeah, unfortunately, right?
No, it's his.
His what?
Sack. That doesn't sound any better.
No, it doesn't, Mike.
At all, Mike. You did not help your case.
I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some. I feel like a reporter now. I just said stuff, didn't check the facts. I'm just gonna enjoy my monster.
Are we back to that? 18 inches is a felony.
BFC, baby. Hey, my sister, Karin, she pointed out that Humana is the reason why people are losing their health care at the first of the year.
Okay, explain this.
They're sending out letters now.
Explain to us what this is meaning.
Well, a lot of people are posting. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of my friends.
Tell me where I can find something to read what you're talking about, or Casey can read it because you don't have your glasses and I'm dyslexic.
Well,
where am I supposed to go?
Should we be reading people? I guess they post them on Facebook, right?
Well, I'm not reading their names. I'm just reading what they posted. Well, you said it's the same people that are posting the same stuff
on Facebook. So damn, I mean,
it's got to be true.
I'm not going to post something.
You are not helping me.
I'm trying to get this
information.
You give me 2 freaking seconds,
dude. Hey, that's what you told that blonde, and it only took 2 seconds. Pump.
Yeah. And it was right at the end of the breach.
They call you the 2-pump chump for a reason.
They don't call me that.
Well, they just don't call you.
No, they don't call me back. Different.
Hey.
I'm looking. Hold on. Shut up.
I'm looking too.
And silence.
Well, the thing is, Humana's pulling out of Obamacare. That's the issue.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean,
they're
listen,
How do they pull out of Obamacare?
They're sick and tired of not getting.
No, I'm asking a question because I don't know. I didn't. Okay, let me word it this way. I did not know how somebody can or cannot be part of Obamacare. I was just under the impression that it's just, hey, here's the new rules and off with their heads. That you don't have a choice is what I was under the impression of. So if you do have a choice, then I think that's pretty cool. Then because I think everybody should kind of go on strike against. Well, brother, screw me. I don't care.
You do have a choice with Obamacare because it's basically a network of providers.
Right. You get a list.
So the providers can say, we don't want to be part of your provider thing anymore.
Well, they weren't supposed to, but there's so many of them that are. But you can't, as a medical provider, you can't just say, I'm not going to provide any medical services to anybody we don't want to.
Why can't we? If we're a business, we can do whatever we want, right?
No.
I don't want to make you a cake for your gay wedding.
Somebody has to provide medical coverage for people that don't have money.
No, we don't.
Oh my God, you're going to have people dying in the streets.
Well, then get a job.
Do you know how many people in this country are currently unemployed?
Okay, here's where my problem is, and I'm not being funny at this point. I'm being real serious. Here's my problem. I don't think it's fair that I'm having to pay this effing insane amount of money every month for insurance.
I got you.
With this $7,000 or $8,000 deductible if I go to the hospital. Because if I'm paying $7,000 or $8,000 for a deductible, why do I have insurance?
I agree.
Because your insurance is in case of an effing accident. Well, if I get a cut finger, that's my effing accident, which is what my insurance is supposed to be for. So what is the insurance for? So my other point is this. Why should CS down the road have free insurance because they're crackheads and me have to pay $300 a month.
Every society in the world.
I don't care about every society. I give a French toast about the one I'm in. Why should the crackhead with the EBT card down the road and the $200 pair of Nikes get free insurance and me have to pay $300 a month and have a $7,000 deductible? How is that right?
Okay, I don't know that I could ever prove to you that it's right, but it has been occurring since the existence of.
And it can occur another 50 years.
Oh,
why is it right?
There's a lot of people out there that think like you do. Unfortunately, the corrupt society that we live in, the corrupt administration that's allowed us to get so far out of whack, is now providing free medical services through Obamacare.
If they're providing free for the crackhead, then it should be free for me.
Well, you have to become a crackhead.
Hey, that's unacceptable.
Well,
I don't want to buy crack. I'm allergic to it.
I mean,
it gives me the jitters.
The whole healthcare system's broke.
Yeah,
I mean that's where it will.
Does everybody see our argument? We are staging this to be funny. Yeah. I do really believe
the healthcare.
I do really believe what I'm saying, though. I don't think it's acceptable that the crackhead down the street who wears the brand new Nikes and has the brand new EBT card that gets refilled every month for him to go buy Alaskan snow crabs at $10 a friggin' pound. I don't get how it's okay for them to get free while I'm working my ass off. I mean, I could go right now, go get a lawyer and go get my Social Security, which is what I was told to do in 2002. I've got nerve damage in my right leg and in my back. I'm supposed to walk on a cane, but you know what? You don't look real cool trying to do a show walking on a cane. I legally can go fight for Social Security, but you know what? I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to milk the system until I have no options. When I can't walk anymore, I'll go get Social Security. So I find it extremely effing offensive for the piece of shit crackhead down the road to get all this free stuff when he doesn't deserve it, and I technically do and could go fight for it. And people go, why don't you go fight for it? Because you know what? There's enough piece of crap sucking on the Statue of Liberty's booby already. If I can make money to pay for the food that goes in my mouth, well, gosh darn, you should do it. Psst, sorry, it irritates me to hear about people making. How the F do you get free health care?
But even Scotty, even before this,
I don't think it was right then either.
Okay, I was just saying, you know, when you were working construction,
please
part of that
stop getting hung on the what's been and what has been and what will continue to happen. Well, I'm saying it's not right.
Okay, it's not right, but it's never going to change.
And Obamacare only made it worse.
Oh, I agree.
Obamacare, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Obamacare only made it worse.
They pushed the fact that the worst demographic in the world,
Mexicans can go in with no ID and get treated at a hospital and say, my name is Julio Gonzalez, the 14,000, because they all got that kind of fake ID that they get at Buford Highway Flea Market in the very back next to the little restrooms. But they just walk out of the hospital. They got free health care just then. Boom, bam, bing, bing, bam, boom, boom, over.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in and they want to send me all the bills.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already been happening. I understand that. Well, Obamacare just made it worse.
Why do you think it costs $4,000 to have an ambulance to come to this house and transport somebody to Rockdale County?
How about this? We had the 911 operator and also an EMT come in from Athens, Clarke County area. They did not work for Athens, Clarke County. I'm using that as an example because I don't want to tell you what area they really live in. But they said that people out there in the country, and I'm not talking about white folks, so I don't mean that to sound bad. They said that these people will call, say my chest is hurting, and get a ride from one spot into the hospital and then jump out and say thanks for the ride and take off walking out of the hospital. And the EMT people cannot chase them down. They cannot do anything.
People did that
to do anything to them.
When I was
and people can say I'm being prejudiced. I'm just telling you what we were told by the EMT and 911 operator.
I was a hospital police officer. We were called public safety officers, but they would literally call me from dispatch. I would zoom over there in my patrol car, hop out, and I'd go, "What's the matter? What's up?" And they'd go, "Well, somebody called saying they were having chest pains, this, that, whatever." And as soon as I got to the hospital, they jumped out and took off. Might as well give me a description.
Wow.
So I'd patrol right there, a little area. You know, LaGrange in the middle of the night, there's not a lot of people walking around. So I'd whoop, 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 you know, roll down the window. Hey, buddy, did you just ride here in an ambulance? He's like, yeah, but I feel better now.
And you can't do nothing about it.
What are you doing? He said, because there was like this one little country bar that stayed open just about all night long. And he goes, I just needed a ride in here. And he walked in there. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself.
Right. Well, the EMT guy said that half of them will pull out a Medicaid card.
Yeah.
And they're already giving the Medicaid numbers over the microphone to the hospital. And then they just bill Medicaid.
Now,
which AKA is who? The government.
Yeah. Now get this.
And they just now ran up a $300, $400, $500 ambulance trip because they needed a taxi.
My first night being a solo officer got called out. And generally there's always 2 people on patrol, right? So my first night, it happens, you know, and I'm like, I got it, boss. Don't worry about it. He's like, man, I'll come in if you need me to. I said, I got it. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? One of the nurses has got that look on her face in the emergency room of like, you know, I need your help, but I don't want to say I need your help. So I come in there and there's this guy getting an IV. Okay. And so I pull her outside and I said, sir, is everything okay? He says, yeah. He goes, they're going to tell you about me. I said, is it going to be bad news? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, then I'll just stand right here. And the nurse grabbed my arm, pulled me outside, and she goes, look, this dude's a sexual offender, and he's got a warrant for his arrest. And I said, in Troup County, because that's what county we were. And she goes, no, see, that's the deal. It was from DeKalb County, and Troup County wouldn't.
Well, I was going to say, unless your county wants to pay the money.
Extradition, I guess is what it's called. Yeah, so I called DeKalb County, and they said, nope, we don't want him. So this is what the guy does. He comes over to the hospital like every other night, gets a bag of, not the saline, it was the other stuff, electrolytes and all that other stuff, gets a free meal, and then goes, sleeps out in his pickup truck till the sun comes up, and then he goes to work. Ain't that some crap?
That's crazy.
Ain't that some crap? Ties up ties up an emergency room, trauma
Happens
room
all the time
to get electrolytes, to get fed, to get some good sleep time on a comfy bed.
That's right.
Then he hops in his pickup.
Well, you know, when we were dealing with the homeless dude, we were listening to the stories of 3 hots and a cot. When the cold weather happens, they would find a reason to get locked up.
Oh yeah, that's
those nights that it was hitting 7 degrees.
Yeah,
the ones that were still under the bridge were saying the reason we stayed is we didn't want to leave our stuff. I mean, they don't have much, but what they have is theirs.
They'll fight you over.
But then the ones that are more nomads that don't really have a destination to stay at, they're just looking for reasons to get locked up and get in there for 2 or 3 days. You know, I mean, can you blame them? I can't blame them.
No, you can't blame
them.
I mean,
if I was in that situation, I would be doing it too.
Well, I don't. You know, I know kind of your background. I don't really know Casey's when he was growing up and all that other stuff. But I mean, I think everybody knows I was homeless for a little bit, and it's amazing. You become a minimalist. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is that a real word?
I don't know.
It sounded good.
It sounds like it's a new mic word anyway.
You know what? Basically, Walmart bologna, Walmart mayonnaise, Great Value mayonnaise, not mayonnaise, mustard. And the cheapest bread I could find.
Generic.
Yeah. And I could live off of a loaf of bread because I'd fold the bread, right? So I wouldn't use 2 pieces of bread, would fold the bread, eat the thin sliced bologna with a squirt of mayonnaise or a squirt of mustard in there.
Ketchup sandwiches, man.
And so, you know, I understand all that. And when there are times that you become absolutely desperate, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just beyond a doubt, you contemplate breaking the law, which I was doing every day because I was doing drugs as well. But you contemplate, somebody put something down and you want it, man, you start getting those thoughts. And you got to be careful too, because you get this entitlement belief in your head. If you know what, if you're a true homeless person and you just really enjoy or prefer to live in a cardboard box, and there are people like that because of their mental situation, they're okay with whatever. They can be wrapped up in 3 or 4 jackets and fall asleep. It rains, they're fine. But then you've got guys like me that were kind of unfortunately put into that situation due to some bad decisions, that don't want to be there, that don't want to sleep in the rain or
Well,
something.
I mean, it's like the dudes that are okay with going to jail. You know, I've never understood anybody that's just okay with going to jail and staying for 4-6 months. I don't get it. Like, we now have habitual violators that just get locked up like it's nothing. Go serve 6 months, get out with probation. Probation can't get a hold of them. They don't call in. They don't pay their fees. They get locked back up for 6 months. And that's what these guys do. It's like a routine.
Yeah. But hey, look, I've been in jail too. And I got to tell you, basic training was 10 times worse than jail.
I know. I know that. That's why I'm saying these people have made a routine out of it. They just go to jail like it's not a big deal.
Probably 100 times worse. You know what? They wake you up at 5. You're eating at 5:30. You got to clean up. And you know what cleanup is in jail in the pods? One group mops the floor. One group sweeps. One group mops the floor. The other one wipes stuff down.
I don't know. Sounds ridiculous to me. Oh, look at my wife walking in the driveway with that baby.
I was trying to get your attention.
Look at the baby.
Hey, baby. And so,
I wish she would turn it on the app when she walks out and see the way I got the driveway that she can just walk safely to the door.
Right to the car. Yep. You're a good dad.
I try to be.
Good
husband, but let's shoot off to commercial. It's time anyways. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back.
Or it got canceled.
Yeah. Well, they said that
as soon as I found out,
the lawyer for DFAX is also working on a criminal murder trial. She's like,
they not know that beforehand, so you didn't have to cancel your damn.
Wait, he sounds just like me, does he?
How do you not know that ahead of time?
Asked, and look, if I would have known last Thursday or Friday, we had already been somewhere this week.
Right. So stupid. Off. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Supposed to be engineering the shows. I mean, I can do it if I have to, if he needs to leave.
Right.
But he's mad, so he won't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now he's pissed off. He ain't going nowhere.
Greg has a dog. Steph has dogs, so I can't send my dog anywhere. I think I'm gonna. But then when Ashley leaves, what's she gonna do with my dog is a problem. So, like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
You just want somebody to take care of your dog when it dies.
No, I need somebody to take care of my dog so I can go out of town because
you need a break.
Well, my problem is somebody didn't show up today, and if I can't trust you to show up today, can I trust you to show up for my dog? I mean,
I bring that up, Casey.
I can break it up. I was talking to you.
What'd you say?
Nothing. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
We don't know.
Here, chime the pump again, dude.
Sorry.
She just didn't show up and hadn't even called to tell me.
Man.
It just sucks, man. You trust people.
I'm a little upset this time because this is like the third time.
Well, this is my fucking anniversary, dude.
I know. This is the third time in 3 months.
We were supposed to be on the bike heading out right now.
I know. I can run the board if you want to go, but I know you well enough to go, no, now you're pissed. You'll stay down here until you get an answer.
Out of all days to fuck me up. Out of all days.
Well, we could always do it on Christmas Eve. You know when his birthday is? He's a Christmas bitch.
Oh, you're a Christmas baby.
Say it. Say it.
Hey, I'm too busy reading all these people going, it's way too early for this, but it's friggin' hilarious.
Man, you know what? Everybody that's listening or whatever, do not freaking continue to tell him that's a good idea. Because I am not good. Dude, dealing with you at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
What's a good idea?
That damn video shit in the morning. Everybody's, all of my friends are going, God, why don't you guys do a show?
Oh, they're saying do it every morning?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No. They're saying, why don't you guys?
But look, wait a minute, you fat bastard. I am not driving to get you every morning.
I'm not driving. No call, no show.
We need to get up, though, and meet at the Waffle House or the McDonald's. And video us. Do it. We'll do video from the Waffle House.
Right? He's like the big bulldog. You're like the little puppy that's jumping around.
There's this old guy in the convenience store. Scotty said something about like that. And I started laughing. I looked over. This guy was looking at me just like, I'm like, oh shit, Scotty, this guy thinks we're freaking living. And then I went, I'm gonna go in here and fuck with him. So I went in and I went, bad day today, sorry. And the guy behind the counter knows me, so he's like, and this guy's like backing up away from me and all. It's like, it's not contagious.
It's not contagious. Trust me, I've swallowed it and it didn't do anything to me.
I can pull my shorts down a little bit in the front. I pull my shorts down a little bit in the front and I pull them back in the back. And so a little bit of my belly shows and it just looks gay as hell.
Speaking of, there's Tyler.
Wow, look at that.
He looks nice though. He's cleaned up.
Yeah, but that's an old picture.
See what happens when you take a bath.
Yeah, see what happens when you go straight.
Well, that's not straight.
No.
Was he straightening his hair? Because we know he's not straight.
his best friend. She's hot.
All right, we're going back.
What's this? Hawaii 2017. The dream is $34.95.
What's the dream?
I want to go to the black beaches of Hawaii. That's on the bucket list.
Oh, I was going to say that's over off Old National. No, remember when they had that fake lake beach thing and we're trying to do the big parties? And we're back. Mike is speechless.
No, I just got another text that, listen, I want everybody that,
oh God, here we go. We're getting all serious.
All my friends that listen to the show and have watched the trailer and watched the videos that Scotty and I make, under no circumstances am I making an adult morning show before our regular show. It's not going to happen. Just stop.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm not doing that. There's no.
I'm going to get him to start meeting me at the gym.
I'm not. Stop asking.
We're going to start meeting at the gym at 5 a.m. and we're going to do live at Planet Fitness.
Yeah. People need to quit asking because that ain't happening.
People are going to be like, so y'all going to be talking while on the treadmill? Nope. We're going to be over there in front of the TV and the massage chairs. Hey, Mike, pass the popcorn. You got some more butter?
From the locker room.
I wish they had if they had a sauna, I'd be there every day. That didn't sound right.
No, it didn't sound right at all.
I like saunas.
Little Richard says, what was that Kid Rock song? There was way too many beeps. Well, that was because there was a little bit of cussing.
I can't. There's no way, guys. I cannot. No, a friend that I've known ever since he was a little bitty dude. He's like, do it.
Little bitty dude. Was it Little Richard?
No, he's always a little dude.
Since you've known him, he's always been a little dude.
My ex-wife used to teach this guy how to bowl and stuff like that. He's telling me to watch some videos, and I didn't watch them. And I'm not watching our videos. We're not going to watch our videos during the show and talk about them. Please don't make me do that. Scotty watches those videos. So it's that 300-400 views. Half of them are Scotty.
No, it's not.
He goes back and watches them and
Shut
laughs
up.
his ass off. I can't believe you're calling her.
I've got to ask this important question.
So
oh, Lord.
Stupid, man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Listen, my dead great grandma called me and said, where in the hell did Danny get my couch from that I thought I put it in the dump? And that's what my great grandma said.
I know, man, but this thing, you can't kill it. You can't kill it.
Let me tell you something. It looks like it's already been killed.
But it is so sturdy. It's still in mint condition.
It should be sturdy. It's made out of friggin' 2x8s.
Made out of freaking mahogany, man.
I mean, she went yellow. She made it out of pressure treated so her daughters could pee on it. Yeah, why? Who has that? Like it was ugly in the 70s.
Well, I have that, and there's a reason for this.
Look, when you get a tag for it on your birthday, do you get the antique tag? Does it say that it's a classic?
I think so. I think I can actually register it.
Oh my God. I have bad nightmares about this ugly furniture of yours.
Well, there's good news. You know, it can be recovered.
I don't think that'll
help. Yeah, with dirt and a bulldozer.
Well, I'm not going to cry if the dogs pee on it. That's the whole purpose.
Because it's an improvement.
Not even.
That is the ugliest couch. Here's my question. Who picked it out? That's just my simple question. I want an answer. Who picked that couch out?
Well, obviously they got to be at least 100 years old.
Neither one of us really picked it out. It was more of a, we've got $100 and the dogs ate our couch. What can we do with that?
Get drunk at a bar, but
buy 2 bean bags.
Who paid money for this?
Scottie.
This is somebody who hated you and said, "I got a couch for you," and you couldn't say no.
Got to be family,
sir.
We need a GoFundMe so I can get it.
Well, you've already get rid of that. Look, I'm looking at this picture, and you've already got to go puke me.
Scottie.
Yes, sir.
Scottie, what you don't understand is it came with 2 end tables and an ottoman.
Oh,
yeah. What I don't understand is you took them.
Hey,
the couch was ugly enough, and they said, "Here, before you leave, please take these."
You know what? I know what you guys did. Y'all got that material from a clearance sale, and you came over here and got the wood from the pavilion and built that thing.
Here's how I know this. We went to take down a pool, and the guy gave me the pool, but the pump and all the stuff to do with the pump and filtration system was garbage. But we were nice enough to haul it off because he gave me the pool. So they gave you the couch, and you were nice enough to haul off the end tables and all this other crap that came with it.
Yeah, but the 4-year-old liked it.
4-year-olds pee in their stuff, man. Like, come on.
What's
what?
Why? We already went online, and you can get seasonal cushions for it. So that one's the fall seasonal.
Yeah, that's the fall off the back of the truck.
That is definitely the tie-dye poop color.
No, if you know anybody who's got like a 1970s shag rug or a lava lamp, I'm in the market.
Oh, lava lamps are coming back.
Now I'm sitting here laughing though because the 4-year-old likes it, so that's how we're going to judge everything.
Everything's based on.
You want to eat your boogers? Why not? The 4-year-old likes it.
Well, when you're grandparents, you kind of do make concessions. It just happens.
Jesus, I swear, when my grandparents got rid of that stuff back in like 75, 78, I was praying to God I'd never see this again. Thanks for taking me down. I would say it's a trip down memory lane, but I think it was more of a push down memory lane.
Hey, you know what? We're going to bring it to the radio show.
You can. I plan on having a bonfire.
Yeah. Hey, we're on Tuesday nights now.
Wait a minute. Is thick and is ugly. What would you haul this in? I mean, do you have the Beverly Hillbillies truck too?
What do you mean? You stick your feet through it and you carry it like Fred Flintstone's car.
You've never seen our pickup truck, have you?
Oh my God! If it looks like this, this is the same pattern they used and they held up to the truck when they sprayed it with Krylon to try to camo it for hunting.
I didn't even think about that, Scottie. Thank you. I'm going to replace the cushions in the truck with this.
You know what's funny is the hole that's in it from that. You know what it is? The hole that's in it. She's going to take it off the cushion and she's going to wear it and she's going to pretend to be a Mexican. She's going to get her sombrero for Halloween, and then she's going to put it back on there.
No, I'm looking for matching curtains.
Oh,
yeah, just.
Hey, is that a sexual joke? Because that was weird.
That was weird.
Y'all don't.
That was weird. That was weird. I don't know where you were going with that, but let's stay away from that one.
Yeah, do not get my cocoa started on that. You will regret it. You will regret it. Go ahead, y'all. Just keep poking that bear.
No, we're gonna get out of here. So we hope you and your
Mike's talking about
living room from the 1970s, while everybody was smoking dope and snorting stuff. Enjoy.
I guarantee you can find the word Davenport on there somewhere.
Say that again.
We're hoping we can open up the cushions and find some.
Find some what?
Well, there's probably
what you're gonna find.
There's probably 10 pounds of dust. Just not sure it's called angel dust.
Jeez.
Smoking somebody's ass crack.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping we don't hear it again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a good day. I just had to mess with you a little bit. When I saw this, it was just like am I really seeing this? Like, do human beings still really have this crap in their house?
Yes. The answer is
man, why?
Look, I walked away crying after we bought it.
I would have walked up to it crying.
From laughter or from pain?
Both.
Yeah.
She looks at her husband and goes, do we really have to buy this? Really? I don't even want to be seen. I'm walking over there. You loaded. I don't want people to know I bought this.
The 4-year-old likes it, though.
But the 4-year-old likes it.
Look, I'm going to have to agree with her because when you're a grandparent.
Who cares what you agree with?
I don't care what you agree with, Mike.
Oh, my God.
Look, it's all, you can take it out in the yard and wash it. That's the best thing about it.
Take that out in the yard and burn it.
It won't burn. That thing's got so much freaking.
Look, you could take that thing out. The dog could poop on it. The birds could poop on it. You could take it back in the house and never see that anything's been added to it. It's so ugly.
I know it's like the furniture. It's like the Ouija board of furniture. It just keeps coming back. You can't get rid of it.
I'm here to tell you could take that out in the woods just like it is and use it as a deer stand.
I think even Bill Clinton wouldn't have sex on that couch.
Hey, let's not get carried away.
Whoa, you're taking a little too far over there.
Yeah.
A little too far.
Cross the line. There,
even Bill would be like, no, man.
You have crossed the line.
I may not have standards, but I do have morals.
But the pattern would hide the stain.
Yeah. Oh, God. See, y'all got it done.
Which one of those was burnt poop again?
Scratch and sniff.
Oh, my God. It's horrible. Well, look, we're going to get out of here. Have a good day with that furniture. And
Tuesday.
Try not to sit on it.
Tuesday nights now, guys. The World According to Mike is now on Tuesday.
She lays on it. It feels like Velcro. That's not Velcro.
That's not Velcro. Well, yeah, hoops and hoops. Oh, my God. Dog got on the couch and it burns. Dog got on the couch and it burns.
We're gonna break it in.
All right. Well, y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all later on.
See you
All right. Bye.
Mike's over there plugging his show. And
God, that couch is disgusting.
Shameless promotion. I know. Too bad. So sad. Sorry.
You know why the dog dug a hole in it? It was looking for that bone it hid like 14 years ago.
That thing's gonna end up its like reception area of the studio one day.
No, that
is.
weird. Look, we've already said we're doing a bonfire, and if that thing shows up at our house, that's exactly what's going to happen. Bonfire.
Let's be realistic. I do not think that thing will burn.
I don't think.
I don't think he will.
I don't think they got a truck big enough to get it here.
Oh, they do. They do.
That's one of those couches you'll burn and
it won't.
And it just sits there.
It'll sit there, or it'll burn and then it'll show back up in your studio again.
No.
Keep
no.
going
As much wood and especially with it being old, but as much wood that's put into that thing, as soon as it lights, it's on. And it's gonna stink like sheet when it burns, because you know nothing. Yeah, that's right. Nothing but sheet's gonna burn. But hey, it's just wow.
It smells like that now,
man.
All right,
we need to like help them get a new couch or something because that was horrible.
I think you should stop picking.
Horrible.
Stop picking.
I think you should do a GoFund them. And get them a couch because that's disgusting.
Or they could just go pick out a couch and I'll give them my number.
Which one? The one that I gave out over the here.
Yeah.
Mike is crying. It's all over websites, man.
I see his number everywhere.
I'm telling you,
go to it says for a good time.
That's right. MolestMe.com has it. MolestThem.com has it. Girl Scouts Gone Missing has it.
I had to go pee the other day at the gas station around the corner, and there's your number right there.
Wait, is there really a Girl Scouts Gone Missing?
Are you gonna go look?
I'm going to
checking it out.
I could just start making up all these.
Yeah,
this is funny stuff.
He's writing them down so he can.
He's gonna check later. You know what? He's gonna go back. Yeah, that's right. He's gonna go back and own it.
Yeah.
Is it Girl Scouts or Girl Scout?
Girl Scouts.
Okay.
Gone missing.
This is great.
Or go missing.
Oh my
God. Don't ask me to repeat it. I'm in a zone, dude. Yeah. When I'm saying funny stuff, I just want to
make sure it's documented that you came up with it.
That's right. I mean, he's already the president of manbreasticles.com, but he's not just a member. He's the president.
Right. That's right. Let's see. It's searching.
It's searching.
And it came up with what?
It came up with nope.
And now Mike owns it.
Now he'll be going to chloroformconfessions.com.
Hold on, wait. That was a good one.
He's now looking. Write these down because I'll never remember them.
Well, they're not real sites. So.
I know, but you write them down so you can own them.
Write them down. I'm not going to own these guys. These are.
I'm dyslexic. Do you really want me to write that stuff down?
Sagittarius. I don't care.
What does chloroform mean? What did I say that for?
Hell, I can't even spell anniversary. I had to do spell check this morning.
How do you spell chloroform?
Mike, how do you spell chloroform?
Hey, watch this, man.
You've got the bottle in your bag.
You know how you spell it? Breathe this.
There's a bottle in your bag. Open it up.
Uh-oh.
I have an assistant.
What?
Chloroform. Yeah, see.
I don't hear anything.
No, I have an assistant.
Oh my God, he's talking into the app little thingy.
Yeah, I have an assistant. Okay, so it was chloroform.
He has an assistant. Just kind of like he has a wait. He has an assistant. It's a machine he talks to. He has a girlfriend. It's a blow up doll he talks to.
Why? I'm not going to be the brunt of y'all's jokes.
He just got it.
I am not going to be the brunt of y'all's jokes. I will.
You said
not under any circumstances. You're already on 2 strikes, mister.
He sat there for like several seconds going, what did I just hear?
He has been doing nothing but screwing with me, man. Yesterday. Did you see
evidently this morning?
Yeah. Did you see going down the street yesterday?
We're sitting there now and never.
Freaking heart attack,
we're trying to leave now and never. So we do all this video before we leave now and never, right? I mean, before we go in.
I don't understand why you have to go like this in the car.
Then when we get ready to leave, I go to say something, and I'm like putting it in reverse, and I'm going, Mike. I'm like, what is wrong with you? He says, well, I'm trying to read something. I went, dude, I'm like you're sitting in the car with me.
He hits the live button. So I don't know we're live.
Just for fun.
There's like 3 or 4 times.
Good morning, DJ Scottie.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, who the hell am I, Drew?
Well, he did, speak to the one that matters.
Mr. Michael, I actually have a date today.
Oh, yeah. I got a date, too.
Mike does, too.
October
it might
19th.
be legally a business transaction, but legally they call it a date.
Legally. Well, I got a date, too. It's called October 19th.
Because if the police are doing undercover surveillance, you have to refer to it as a date.
Girl Scouts gone missing.
I have an actual date with an actual girl.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, and where?
Yeah, where y'all going?
Not a blow-up doll.
Not a blow-up doll.
Like last week.
Mike popped her. The blow-up doll, that is. So, where?
Yes, he did. You want to talk about a felony?
He broke out his waterbed patch kit.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so where are you going today, Drew?
Well, after school, I have a date at Dunkin' Donuts at 3:00.
Cool.
Oh, I am standing.
Which one are you going to?
The one in Covington.
Cool. Make sure you go in the daytime, not at 1 a.m.
I have a standing date at Dunkin' Donuts.
She's a redhead.
Oh, well, be careful of those. Wait a minute. My wife will be with me at 3:00.
And he doesn't have a date with a redhead. He knows that I like redheads, and he's just doing this.
No, I actually have a date with a redhead, bro.
He broed you. He broed you. That's right. Well, congratulations and good luck with that, and let us know how the outcome is. Take a selfie. Post it on Facebook.
And, and
document it.
And hide the part where you blow her up.
She's a 22-year-old nursing student, DJ Scottie.
Cool. That's awesome. We'll definitely share some pictures, bro.
So,
most of us call her resuscitation Annie, and you use it in CPR training.
So I'm crossing my fingers, but I'm not trying to read anything into it.
That's right. Just go hang out. You got to be friends first.
We're just going for coffee.
That's right.
And talking.
That sounds good. Sounds real good.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Hey, at least I have better lady moves than Michael does.
Well, Mike has better lady parts than you do.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
I meant you got them hacked up in the basement.
And everybody wonders why that I drive him nuts.
You talk about all the chloroforming and the dead Girl Scouts in your basement.
Everybody's always like, man, your videos are so funny. You piss Scotty off. And then it's like, well, yeah, I kind of,
Shut up, Mike.
Drew, shut up, Mike.
Shut up, Mike.
Good job, Drew.
Whatever, Drew.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Have a good date.
Have fun on your date.
Bye.
All right, see you later.
I hope she hates you.
Look, Mike, you were the one. You always talk about a dead Girl Scout in the basement.
No, I don't. I say
You
that I
used to.
killed a Girl Scout.
Well, then there you go.
I still have the uniform.
Well,
but I
What did
never
you
say
do?
anything about where I put the body.
Well, that's what I was fixing to ask you.
That's the mysterious part of that story.
Oh, so I'm supposed to leave that part out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the lotion?
Oh my God.
Man, this show went.
All right,
hell.
we'll be right back, everybody. It's just for fun in the morning.
Every time it's just guys, it goes.
Yes,
bad.
it really went bad.
Freaking people.
Like scary bad. Like bad, scary bad.
Not like ha ha ha, but like ha ha ha.
Still nothing out of Steph. That's just absolutely
Not even right.
Yeah, we're leaving, so I mean,
that's my point.
And see, you know what she doesn't realize is I gotta deal with this shit. That if she hasn't anything, because now, see, now it gets to me.
Yeah.
Because we'll hear from her here. Because it would take me over. Stupid man. You know human resources. People Fridays and Mondays. You know what they didn't do the paperwork for the 2 weeks. You know, they don't have vacation time. I've done enough of this. See, that's why I like the military. You can't lay out in the military. You got to go to sick call. So if your ass is sick, you got to come in. You got to go sit in the hospital for God knows how long at sick call in the morning. With your sick call slip, you have to do a sick call. You have to come to the unit, get a sick call slip, go to sick call. When you're done with sick call, come back with the slip. Then you can go home. So, yeah, you think about calling out. So, with the units that I work with.
Unix? I thought a eunuch was like.
So, we had a whole different way of doing it, you know, and it was just on your honor. And anybody that did this kind of stuff, we just got rid of them. You know, the 80-20 rule, right? You know?
Yeah, you date them 80 down to 20. That's what 80-20 rule is, right?
That's Mike's.
No, I was just saying that we'll hear from her in the next time.
I just, well, and then we're all speculating because it's happened before. It just sucks, dude. Like, I had my day planned out.
Yeah.
I was taking her, you know, where I was taking her.
Well,
and
I'm needing a ride, too.
yeah, I know. Well, you have to see what Casey's doing, if he can run you. Now, I mean, is your truck going to be ready today? Well, then you can use my van. You won't be able to take you can't put your dog in my van, but you can use my van. Okay.
Why
What?
would you think I would put my dog in there?
Well, I mean, because people don't think about that sort of stuff, but that white hair would be everywhere and the fingernails would be all in my leather seats. And
dude, that van is are we on live on the radio or just YouTube?
It's just
that
YouTube.
van is fucking trash, dude.
No. It's not trash. It's not filthy. It has stuff. It has some junk in the floor, but it's not filthy.
Can I remotely do it from my phone?
Listen, I don't have nasty stuff stuck to my carpet. The seats are not disgusting. There's not dog hair all over it.
There's probably not dog hair there, but everything else you just described is in that van.
No.
Dude, there are French fries there from places that have closed down.
He's so full of it. He's now trying to fire back is what he's trying to do.
There are French fries that are so old, they've crinkled up and they look like tater tots.
He's just firing back.
They're
That's
hash
all.
Rounds. Who serves hash rounds?
You are only firing back.
Amy's biscuits.
You are only firing back.
Dude, I'm not firing back. I'm telling you, I will go film the inside of that.
No, you're just firing back at me.
Dude, there's sticky stuff in there.
There's what?
Sticky stuff.
No, you're just trying to fire back at me. Yeah, we're live. I turned the big mic on.
Because when he gets all serious, he's trying to catch me. He's got the top mic
Big
on. He gets me in the van all the time.
I was letting you just roll with it.
He was ready.
I didn't even stop the song. I just shot.
I was like, because it was like, and then I'm bitching. And
I just hit the mic button.
And then whenever he gets that serious look, what? Like he cares about my opinion, right?
Right.
I'm like, we're live, aren't we?
Like, when does that ever happen?
Yeah. He gets me good in the van because I don't pay attention.
Hey, how about you rephrase how you say that? I don't get nothing in the van.
Did you see the hand thing in the van?
He was aggravating the living hell out of me.
He was getting so pissed off.
I finally put it in drive. I'm like, hey, I'm out.
I don't know if you can see that in the van, but I jumped out because he put it in drive. Hell, the door was open. He just got mad at me.
He's standing out there. Yeah, he's just standing there having a conversation. He's looking at some other dude. Like,
I wasn't looking at some other dude like that.
He was looking at that dude, man. He was gazing.
Man, I got to tell you, though, because we're sitting there. And
he was looking for some Vaseline to rub his arms.
I kind of moved out of the picture. I started doing my hand, and he was just getting so pissed off. And then he said, "Will you go already?" So I went, bye-bye. He was getting mad at me. And then this morning, God knows, come pick me up at 6:30, 6:45. When do you think he started texting me?
5 o'clock.
5:45, saying, I hope you're ready because I got to leave at 6.
Okay. Now,
so it's like, I want to make sure you're up before I leave my house.
Casey, you're a professional. It must be nice to work with other professionals.
I am professional.
I don't get that opportunity.
I'm super professional.
Look at how he texts me. Hello.
Because you weren't answering any of your Facebook messages.
After the first one, and I was about to answer you, and then it went bling, bling, and I went, okay, you know what?
I just kept hitting. I knew if it kept going. Well, I figured if it was on vibrate, it was like, sound like somebody falling asleep on the side of the expressway and their tires are going down the emergency side.
He was probably like the vibration a little too much is what it was.
Accidentally put too many quarters.
Mike was going to pick the phone up and go, start texting me like that again. I was almost there.
When he called, I should have went, hold on a second. I put too many quarters in the bed. So so I waited till he called. I knew he would call too.
Hell yeah. I was leaving.
Are you awake? I'm like, yeah. And then I said, I guess I'll get dressed now or something like that. I was trying to gross him out. But so of course I forgot.
You think telling me you're getting dressed is going to gross me out? Hell, just thinking about you grosses me out.
That ain't true.
You don't even have to tell me what you're doing.
You love me. Don't deny my love. I swear to God, I will embarrass the hell out of you on YouTube.
Aren't you the same guy that says you love that dog and every day I go, God, I'm starting to hate this dog.
What, Bella?
Oh my God. Just keep going with where we're at.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. She is so gorgeous.
I finally saw a picture of her the other day where she's starting to show her age, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. But it's like,
that's been my fave for I don't know how long. Look at that.
She's always been smoking now.
Yeah, she is. Beautiful woman.
Me and my wife have never made the jokes about the hall pass, but we both would give each other the hall pass for Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. She's sweet.
I'm like, if you want to be with her, honey, it's okay. I will just sit there with the popcorn.
And you know what?
And the video. Don't forget the video.
And the thing about it is she's always stuck to her values. There's no nudes of her.
Yeah. That's what I love is she didn't have to do boob movies to get famous, and Angelina Jolie did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did. Probably the most you ever saw Jennifer was either, I think it was
Horrible Bosses did it first, and then
they didn't really.
No, they didn't say anything.
But it sure was close.
But they let you see her in naughty girl scenario instead of the good old wholesome.
And her
girl.
language just was,
it was
funny.
hysterical.
Yeah, because never heard her talk like that.
And then meet the whoever's, I forget the last name.
Robinson.
It was friggin' hilarious. Meet the Millers.
That was good.
That was good.
That was
really funny. Did you ever see the outtakes for that?
Yes.
And then they do the Friends theme, and she just looks at him like I look at you guys every day, like, y'all suck.
Right. But look, man, they were making $1 million an episode on Friends. She cannot complain about that movie.
And you know
about
what?
That TV
She's
show.
had a couple kids, right?
No. Not that I'm aware of. I think
she's had children.
Well, she may have one.
Maybe one.
Because I knew that was the talk of her and him, but I can't remember if she actually.
She's been married a couple times.
Successfully has.
How about what Angelina and Brad broke up just recently?
Yeah.
They were all going to Jennifer asking about it. She's like, "Hey, whatever. Too bad, dude."
Yeah.
I'm still hot. Your wife looks like freaking Elvira.
She looks like a snow. Elvira's hot. Angelina's all skeleton now.
Angelina looks evil.
Yes,
she looks evil. Yeah, I mean,
she does.
Okay, just so you guys know, Chloroform Confessions is not taken, so I wrote it down.
So you're getting it.
He's buying the domain.
That's right.
They're like $3 to park the domain.
Yeah, you have to pay for them every year.
So I'm gonna get girlscoutsgonemissing.com and Chloroform Confessions. Add that to the Just for Fun radio network. Whatever you want to call it.
And look, I just saw this. You need to do bagging a clown. Because I got a feeling after Halloween, there's going to be a lot of beat up clowns, and they're going to want to post pictures on a website, and you could call it bagging a clown.
Let me tell you something. If you're my buddy,
hey, you sell permits like when you go deer hunting, you only get 3 tags a year.
But, I told you, my buddy works.
Wait, do you get? Is there doe season?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that one was dressed up like a beach. I could have swear it was a female when I shot at it.
My buddy, he was with me in Afghanistan. He's hardcore. He's zone 3 in Atlanta nights. And let me tell you something. He comes from a long line of law enforcement and military, so he has no qualms. And he did a video on Facebook that said, "Come in my zone dressed like that while I'm at work, and I will shoot you. I will kill you." Then,
well, you know that my little niece had 2. Her and her little friend was 5 years old. They're in kindergarten, and two adult men dressed as clowns chased them in the subdivision down the sidewalk back to their house, and it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun hadn't gone down yet.
Here, local?
No, that was towards Winder.
Oh.
And they were just walking in the subdivision, and they were only going about 4 houses or 5 houses from, to my sister's house. Yeah, man.
How can
you let me step outside and see you doing that to my kid?
No.
I probably won't shoot you with a 9mm, but I will find something to hit you with. I'm telling you, I'm going to start carrying. I'm going to go back to having a paintball gun, and I'm going to start lighting you up. You come in my yard, you're getting lit up with a paintball gun.
What in the world could compel you to dress like that right now with all this going on? Because every police department in the world is like, you do it, and you're in trouble.
Right. I mean, even Target took out the clown mask off the shelf.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
Right.
And let me tell you something. The whole public opinion court thing is getting to be real big.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do something stupid, dress like that, go to a Muslim community. Yeah, you might as well make freaking international news because you're gonna get hurt or killed.
I'm to a point though, and this is just bringing up a whole nother topic, but I'm to a point, unless you're a police officer and you have a warrant to come on my property, or unless you're a fireman and my house is on fire, you don't drive in my driveway. I don't care if people go, well, the county has 25 feet from the center of the... I don't care who you are. Unless you have a reason to be in my yard, do not come in my yard. Let me tell you, me and Gwinnett County came to a very good understanding one night. I had animal control on a Sunday night pull up in my driveway at 11:30 at night. So I go outside with a gun. I don't know who you are, why you're in my driveway. So I go outside, and he's leaning over my fence, messing with my dogs. I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, I got a public complaint earlier about your dog running around down the road. And I said, no, sir. I said, when I'm not here, that dog right there is in her kennel. And he kept on and on and on. And I said, you need to get off of my property. He says, well, I can park right here. I said, you see this gun in my hand? I said, I'm telling you right now, you better get off my property and get off my property now. I said, you do not come here after, hold on. I said, you don't come into my property after business hours. Well, I'm going to call Gwinnett. And I said, you can, but you do it out in that street. So Gwinnett pulls up. Gwinnett didn't pull in the yard either because me and Gwinnett had already had this conversation. And I said, you don't come here after hours doing this. And the Gwinnett County cop basically said to him, dude, he's already asked you to leave his property. And you coming here after hours like this is unacceptable. And Gwinnett County from then on out would always pull up in the driveway. I mean, in the street in front of the driveway, but they wouldn't come because I had already made it clear. I do not acknowledge the fact of you being here if there's not a crime. If there's not a crime in progress, don't come on my property because of my dog situation. Because I didn't want somebody shooting my dogs or getting stupid. So I made it very clear. You have no justification for being in my yard. And I'm kind of to that way now. I don't have a problem with the cops around this area. You know, they're more than welcome to come in my yard. But when it gets into the other insane stuff, don't come in my yard.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? Law enforcement, I can understand. Fire department, I can understand. But that's why they come in with bells and whistles.
Right.
You know, to alert you and all that other stuff.
Well, you know,
can you imagine some city worker coming out of my house?
Do you know now I've got the way my cameras are? You remember that one time that somebody came down the road and took all the election signs out of everybody's yards?
Yeah.
Because they said they were in the right of way.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is they stole my neighbor's Blue Lives Matter sign.
Yeah.
That's not an election sign. They said that was in their right of way. If I'm paying effing taxes on it, that's my yard.
Exactly.
You let me catch you on video coming in my yard. I put my Janice Van Ness sign on the line.
On the line, baby.
If you come and take that sign, I will shoot you. If you are on my property illegal at 1 o'clock in the morning, I will. And if I see you with a hammer and I feel that my life might be in danger, I'm gonna shoot you because you got no business at 1 o'clock in the morning being in my yard.
Yeah, like I said.
I mean,
yeah. Can you imagine being in my yard at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Don't be in my yard at 1 a.m.
Is Scottie's seen it. I don't think Casey.
That's why I tell you.
Either.
That's why I told you. That's why I say I'm fixing to start loading a paintball gun, and every idiot I catch in my yard when the sun goes down, I'm shooting you.
I have
get out of my yard.
Major, powerful laser, and I am telling you, there's not like, oh, hey, where's that little red dot? This is. You can see this laser, correct?
That's right.
And if you were to come in our property, which I've done it, like when my brother's coming over, I'll be just standing there like on the front porch, and as soon as he pulls onto the property, I'll run that laser up to his car. He don't like it at all. He said, "Dude, that is so freaking such a deterrent."
I want that. I want that laser. By the way, I really want you. Send me the link so I can order it.
Yeah, that's cool. No problem.
Because I know you didn't order it for me.
Not yet.
Send me the link.
You just saw it the other day.
I saw it over a week ago.
Oh, well, excuse me.
How many times have you changed your underwear?
I don't wear underwear.
That's not the image I wanted to hear.
No,
I wanted to bring
I hope it burns. I hope it burns.
I wanted the fact that if you took time to change your underwear, you could have took time to order that.
Feeling everywhere
and you'll never play with his sack again.
No,
right?
No.
That's not true. You know that.
My example was going to be, well, if you've got time to change your underwear, you got time to order me that laser.
That's right.
But
well, now you know I haven't ordered your laser because I'm playing with my laser.
Well, I'm just to a point that I just don't appreciate the way these people do stupid stuff.
You know what's an acronym?
For
laser.
Laser.
No. Light amplified simulated emitted radiation. God, I should.
And
you should know that. Out of the three,
because he's a pilot. Look at the look on his face. I'm sitting here scrolling, looking for music, and he's just cut his eyes at me like that dog.
What does that have to do with
airplanes
anything?
Make you a pilot?
Oh my God. You know what? After you started this,
and they only fly about 3 feet.
About 2-3 weeks ago, you started that, and somebody texted me and went, "He's just jealous. Once pilot, always pilot." And I'm like, I know. He hasn't really.
No, Mike.
He's never really.
The saying is, once a perv, always a perv.
All right, let's see. Talks about the wave. Okay, it is light amplification by simulated emission of radiation.
But they left the B out, so it should be Lebser.
There's no B. You're nasally.
I thought you said
there's no B. You're nasally. Yeah, that's the excuse.
Labor.
He likes to deflect. You ever noticed this?
A lot.
All the time.
Well, you know.
That's because I'm like freaking Wonder Woman around here.
Yeah.
Nobody cares who you are.
Alex sent what the name is.
You know what? Alex can Google faster than me.
Why did you go to Wonder Woman? Mine's Superman,
I know,
Batman, but straight to Wonder Woman.
Yeah, man, she's hot.
Even if she is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Man, Wonder Woman's hot, man. Plus, I've been watching Supergirl, man.
I didn't get to watch it yet.
Man, let me tell you something about Supergirl. I don't know what it is, but
it was lame like the first
you having
season.
a hard time getting into it?
Well,
No,
don't use the word hard time and Supergirl.
I think I could probably get into it quite a bit.
Oh my God, you're such a perv.
I don't think she'd get to leave home. Shh. What? I'm being serious.
I
would
know.
have her
Unfortunately,
busy.
you are being way too weird.
I would have her busy around the house.
I think you got up way too early this morning.
Yeah, mopping, clean the kitchen.
No. She could just sit there.
Oh my God.
Did you see that where they're talking about where they're
What?
nailing? No, go cross. They see you can't do that.
Yeah, because it rips right through your fingers.
Exactly.
Right there. I know.
But this is what's happening in Aleppo, and I know
I don't know what Aleppo is.
Aleppo is the second largest city in Syria.
Okay.
The capital is Damascus.
Not what's on Mike's
and
the place is leveled. Have you seen it?
So if it's already leveled, why are they putting spikes in their hands?
Because now the Chinese are going to be on the ground with their Russians are sending people on the ground too. So you're going to have Russian and Chinese boots on the ground working together against us.
Oh,
this is not good. No. Because let me tell you something. If you see Aleppo, if you see some of these other smaller towns right around Aleppo, we're not fighting for anything. There is nothing left.
So what are we doing?
The beginning of World War III.
So why?
Because Russia's got us over a barrel.
No.
We owe
why are we doing this?
We owe China so much money they can turn off the switch. And why are we doing it? Oh, it's simple. We're backing the rebel fighters against a man that freaking has killed more people than Hitler.
Say one more time. We're backing rebel fighters.
Yeah, we're
that are protecting somebody.
No. That are attacking the government that's in place. Okay, this guy Assad is evil beyond.
So then, why is nobody killing him?
Because the Russians and Chinese are backing him.
Oh, yeah. And why? Why is they backing him?
Well, because they can.
Oh,
just because.
Just because.
Maybe the same reason why they backed Mao Zedong. I mean, maybe the same reason why nobody has just kicked the living crap out of North Korea. You see what I'm saying? What we could beat the snot out of North Korea in 2 weeks. The South Korean army is amazing. And the North Koreans are it's a joke. And we don't do it because of political reasons. But the simple fact is that people in North Korea are starving. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're starving and there's sickness and all this other stuff. And there doesn't have to be in this world anymore. There are over 200,000 people that still live in Aleppo. And you should see how they're living. It's like World War II.
Haiti.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's like World War II. Remember when we just bombed the living crap
where all the buildings are just destroyed?
Yeah, the Germans just bombed the living crap out of everything and people are living off. They got a cup. And that's all the possessions they own. That's what's going on in Aleppo right now.
That's horrible.
And it's brutal because that's what they're doing.
And China and Russia.
They're nailing people to wood.
But if that's the case, and we're getting everything from China.
Dude, we owe China. This entire country owes China.
I get you. What I'm saying is if China is going against us, why are we still exporting everything or importing everything from China?
They own us.
So we have no control, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Do you know what your part of the national debt is? Your family's
There's
part.
no telling.
It's over $125,000 now.
Okay.
That's how much you owe China.
Wow.
Hey, am I wrong? You're the tax man.
No, that's true.
I think it's $127,000 now for your family. Per person. Or per person.
Yep.
That's insane.
Dude, it's gonna come to an end. It has to.
So Russia just teams up with who owns us.
Putin's got us over a barrel.
So are we hoping Trump's going to fix this?
Yes. But now everybody gives Trump a hard time because him and Putin talk. But you know what? Putin laughs at Obama. You can see it in the videos.
You go see all the pictures.
He just snickers at him like you are such a worthless.
Well, you saw me share pictures from Germany of all the floats.
Yeah,
that they've
now
got.
You know that was from earlier this year.
Yes.
That's not like right now. But
but it's this year. It's still now.
It was embarrassing. It truthfully was. During the carnival, they were showing pictures of Obama. I mean, you know the like the Rose Parade type floats of Obama like a monkey. Obama, being mistreated by Lady Liberty, all these things. And
well, they show the one of Bill Clinton molesting The Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty. And so,
wow, all of it's crazy to me.
Well, here's the thing: is
I mean, it's not, but it just goes to show the other countries think we're a joke.
I mean, I was a soldier. I was a warrant officer in the Army during the Cold War, the end of the Cold War, when the wall came down. I was in Germany, and you know what? People from East Germany came over because family, and where I lived, the house that I lived in, the family that lived below us had family from East Germany. They came over in a little Traube, which is like a Mini Cooper, and everything they owned in it. And they were like, I gave them a wine cooler, and they were amazed by it. They just thought that was the Seagram's wine coolers. They just were completely amazed. It was awesome. Here's the part that really kind of freaks you out is the guy would not stop freaking thanking me and hugging me. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He was just impressed to be with an American
I'll tell you,
an American officer was talking to him. He was yes sir and me. He was all, and I'm sitting there going like, dude, just call me Mike, man. Just relax. Oh no, sir. Thank you so much for what you've done, and you've helped this country and all that other stuff. And now look what happens. Now go over to Germany and accidentally kind of drunk, maybe yell out or something like that. Polizei pull you over, beat the crap out of you, take you to jail. They don't care. You see what I'm saying? Because the United States is not looked at as a world power, not as the leader of the world anymore. We're looked at as a joke.
That's sad.
You know, have you ever seen the ISIS equipment?
Completely sad.
It's
our equipment.
It's our stuff. We left it there. Do you know how much stuff we left in Afghanistan? Oh my God, more than Vietnam. Yeah. At least in Vietnam, we tried to blow it up. And
why didn't we destroy it?
Well, we left it for the Afghan forces, or we left it for the Iraqi forces.
And they didn't use it.
The Iraqi forces, as soon as they were challenged after we left, they ran away.
Oh.
They just it was kind of like Syria in the 6-Day War. They just ran away. They literally, vehicles were running. The engines were still going.
And they just ran from them.
And these people ran away.
Holy cow.
And ISIS just walked up and got in our vehicles.
Just for fun radio.
So we're actually blowing up our own vehicles.
Hey man, what's happening?
I just want to join the conversation.
Okay, go for it.
Which one?
The one where you're talking about Germany and Trump and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I totally 100% agree with you. The only thing I'm scared about is if Trump gets a hold of the nuclear codes.
Yeah, but Trump's not. Yeah, but Trump doesn't have that control. Our president now doesn't have that control.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you can hack in to the Pentagon, if you can hack into Hillary Clinton's private emails, Drew, you and I both study computers and understand programming and understand that we are under cyber attack at every nanosecond of the day. Look, somebody is going to get to those codes, and it's not going to have anything to do with anybody physically doing it. Some nerd over in China or some nerd over in Russia, backed with a quantum computer, is going to bust those codes and be able to launch our missiles against us. Or against somebody else to cause a retaliation.
But in Drew's saying he doesn't want to trust Trump. But the problem is Trump doesn't have that access.
Yeah,
Trump has no.
There's
the
a
commanders.
Lot of people
there's so many people in front of Trump before he could say blast him, and everybody else say no, we're not going to. He doesn't have that power. He's not a king, nor is Obama. No, nobody's a king over a kingdom. The problem I have is Hillary's already let U.S. citizens die. You think she's going to save any of us?
No,
that's
absolutely
very
not.
true. But Scotty, and I don't mean to put the Christian thing into this, but remember a verse in the Bible? It says, "Live and let live, and forgive and forget."
Well, sure. And your point is?
I know Hillary's made some mistakes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. She's not made just one or two. Her whole career has been her whole career has been she's been crooked her whole career.
But the email thing was not totally her fault.
Oh, bull crap, dude! They just busted out more emails that she sent out.
Okay.
Here's my thing. You want to try to try to throw the forgive and forget and blah 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 blah. Well, then how come nobody can forgive and forget something that Trump did 11 years ago? I mean, come on, dude.
Because
what has Trump ever done to America to screw America? Nobody can really name anything. You ask what Hillary's done to screw America, and you can name off dozens of things.
Very true. But here's the thing. The reason why they're bringing up stuff about Trump is because, and I'll be honest, because the media is liberal.
Yeah, because they're scared.
The media hates Trump.
Yes.
And they also hate Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but they're helping Hillary.
I know. But however,
nobody that can claim to be a Christian and claim they have family values can consciously vote in Hillary Clinton, because they are her whole family. They are nothing but scum.
And that might be very true. But
okay, so you don't find it offensive that in the Oval Office, her sleazeball of a husband did what he did? You don't find that to be wrong, and why he wasn't impeached? And then with her and her emails, why she hasn't been locked up?
I agree with you, but let's just face the facts. Why do you think the American people voted him in for a second term? Because my mom said it best. Even though he did those things, he was a damn good president. And you cannot tell me I'm wrong.
Everybody, I think the world was just a different world back then.
Well, the reason why he was elected into a second position is because the Republicans put forth Mitt Romney, and Mitt Romney at that particular time did not have the political backing to become a strong president. So as Mitt Romney continuously fell through, Obama wasn't really even campaigning against him. Obama just kind of sat back and let the Republican Party eat itself and just let Mitt Romney fall apart. Mitt Romney didn't do anything really wrong. He just didn't have that political strength.
And to be honest to both of you, I don't like either of them. I would vote Pence in before I would vote anybody.
Who would you vote
for? Pence.
Right, but
he's not.
But the point is, you only have three choices right now. And everybody that says I'm not voting for Hillary and I'm not voting Trump, I'm voting the other guy. Well, then you're wasting your vote. You might as well, if you're going to be such a lazy, worthless American to where you're just going to give a vote away, you might as well just go ahead and vote Hillary, because that's what you're doing. Right. I mean, if you're not going to vote, you're just giving it to Hillary, because they're going to have every person. What they're doing is they're sending people out going after these kids that are just now legally able to vote, and they're trying to convince them to vote Hillary, because either they're going after the women or the young kids who are the young millennium style kids that don't know anything.
Right. And djscottie, I don't mean to bring this up, but I know that most of my information I get from the television, and I know the TV is liberal, but unlike some people, I do my homework.
Yeah, but the problem is most of the news, you can do homework, but it's all the wrong information's the problem. I'm not saying you as a person, I mean people in general. All the information that we have been given is all the wrong information. Man, Channel 2, I have been catching them in so many lies. It's unbelievable.
Scotty didn't like when I pointed that out. Actually argued with me for about 2 days.
Man, Fox, Channel 2 and Channel 5 is nothing but garbage, dude. Yeah, they are twisting every story.
Also, hey, Drew, I want to point out something real quick too, man. The phrase,
we're just all being fooled, man.
Yeah, the phrase "forgive and forget" is not in the Bible. Okay, it's just like you know, it's just one of those phrases that people pick up on. I mean, obviously, as a Christian, you should forgive because of what Jesus did, and
but you can't use Christianity to defend the Clintons,
right?
Because there's nothing about them that falls under Christianity.
Well, not only that, but we never.
I mean, it says love thy neighbor, but it doesn't say let Bill go over to your house when you're at work
and love your
neighbor.
No, I mean, here's the thing: is that. We should forgive, obviously, but the forget part in politics, you can't be in politics and forget. The politics is built on itself. It's congruent. So that's the whole point of our republic, is that we started out with nothing. We broke away from the British, and congruently we have grown with a living document, the Constitution of the United States. So when you take all this into consideration, it's just like the part about me carrying a concealed weapons permit. Yes, I have one, but the simple fact in my mind is I shouldn't have to have one. It is my constitutional right to bear arms. I shouldn't have to have a permit. Scottie pointed out the other day that there's certain states I can't go to with my permit and my weapon.
And I've already been investigated across the United States.
Yeah, it's national wants and warrants that they're checking.
So they already know that I'm not a fugitive.
So if I go to, I don't know, if I go to, you know,
Texas,
let's say, and they go, okay, we see that you have a weapon, sir. Do you have a Texas weapons permit? No, I have a Georgia weapons permit. Oh, well, here, confiscate your weapon. Here, go to jail.
You have one in the chamber.
Here, yeah, I mean, come on. It's
ridiculous.
Yeah, but yet my Constitution guarantees me the right to carry.
I'm going to say to both of you that I'm not naive, but here's the reason why I'm still going to vote Hillary.
Oh, we already know you're a Hillary. We already know that.
Well, and also
you're falling. You're falling for
millennium. Drew, you're a millennium, and you have millennium beliefs, and that's fine.
This might be a small issue to the both of you, but do you know what the largest minority in America is right now?
Go for it.
Disabled Americans. 9.4 million.
Sure. And you're going to vote in a person that doesn't care about America. She is using you. She is saying whatever it's going to take to make you cats vote for her. I mean, that's exactly what she's doing. She is manipulating the system. She is a professional, dude. Why do you think they joke about the debates when they go, she does so much better than Donald? Well, she has been trained to do this. She rehearses and practices. They made a joke about how many days she rehearsed getting ready for this. She is a career politician. This is what she does. Her husband did it back in his term, too. Back in his term, he played on the Medicaid stuff. My uncle was in a wheelchair, dude. I watched it. I watched exactly what was being said down at Shepherd Spinal Clinic. Oh, Bill Clinton's helping Medicaid. He's keeping us, blah, blah. Dude, I know. You're not saying nothing I don't know. I lived it, too.
Yeah.
I know. But, she's just using everybody to get in an office. And I'm not trying to downplay you, dude. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I just can't stand the fact that this woman is going to be the demise of us.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yeah, man.
And I don't mean to offend.
No, I want you to be honest.
But do you honestly believe? Now, I respect Obama because of the man he is and everything. But do you honestly believe that Hillary will do a better job than Obama? And if so, do you think she'll do a better job than Trump? Because let me bring up a point of the fact here. Trump has not said a thing about disabled rights because none of the politicians or businessmen care.
He's not discussed a lot of stuff because he's not going to give Hillary any more ammo to try to either come at him or discredit him.
the only
Have you done research to see how many handicapped people work for all his businesses? Because I'm willing to bet you that there's a lot of them. Just like when they tried to make him out as not hiring black females, and then one of them went on there to discuss how she has been this particular person. She even had a substance abuse problem, and his company helped her go get clean. But yet they try to paint it as he doesn't hire African Americans.
That might be true, but DJ Scottie, point of the fact is,
all I keep hearing is a lot of butts, dude.
Trump hasn't said a thing about disabled rights.
He's also said several times, I'm not going to tell y'all a bunch of stuff because I don't need the other team to hear what my plans are. Here's the problem that we know. We already know what happened in Benghazi. We already know. We already know about the Whitewater scandals that her and her husband were involved with. We already know about the emails. There is already so many criminal things that her and her family should have been locked up for. Criminal. I'm not just talking opinions, sir. I'm talking criminal. She should have already been in prison.
Yeah,
how do we allow her to become president?
They're like currently there are 20.
We're talking criminal, dude. You and I would be in prison.
Maybe I'm just confused because Trump has not given the voters any indication as to what he's going to do. Every time he is proposed a question, he dances around the issue.
Well, it's because he's already said time and time again, I'm not going to give my opponent all this information of what my plans are. Because then she's going to turn around and say, oh, that's my plan.
That might be true, but
here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line, and think about this. And can you honestly say that she's not done criminal activity? Can you honestly say that? With all the proof that's been out there all these years, can you honestly say that she has not committed crimes?
No, because I know.
Wait, stop. You just said, no, you can't deny it. You know she's committed crimes. If she is a criminal, how can she be running the country?
Right.
It's that simple. It's black or white, homie. It's black or white. If you are a criminal and we can't trust what comes out of your mouth and you've already lied and lied and lied and lied, then how does that make anything she say? I mean, anything that she's saying, how do you know it's true when all she does is lie?
True. Well, then
and that's not even looking at the politics of it. This is just, has she committed crimes? Yes. Do you believe anything that comes out of her mouth? Probably shouldn't.
Right. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
And then I'll get off the air.
No, go ahead. I'm glad that we're having this conversation because everybody looks at me as trying to choose Republican and Democrat, and I can't stand that anymore. I'm looking at right or wrong. This woman has done nothing but crime after crime after crime.
Well, I think it's good that we're getting a millennium's point of view too.
Yeah.
So
I don't, and I'm not a millennial. I'm a Generation X, by the way. But I don't know who to vote for either. And honestly, DJ Scottie, I don't vote. I'm not a party voter strictly either. I just voted for the Republicans up until this point because I like the person that they put in place for their candidate. But I will mark my word, I'm going to seriously think about who to vote for this time because I honestly do not know.
Here's the only thing I try to tell people. Don't vote on emotions. And people go, well, I don't like Trump. Who cares if you like him? Who cares? Let's look at facts. This woman is a criminal. She should have, I know I sound like a skipping CD. She should have been in prison in the 90s when they first caught her and her husband in the Whitewater scandal. They should have went to prison then. Then the whole Monica Lewinsky thing, he should have been impeached. There are so many things they should have been in prison for way before her even being discussed at being president. But what they've done is, what the Democratic Party's done is, they said, we got to have a Democrat. We got to come up with the best con artists we know, and it seems to be the Clintons. So I just look at facts. I'm not personal. I'm not looking at how I like Trump or don't like Trump. I could care less what snatch he tried to grab. My point is she's a crook.
and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, and I don't dislike Trump or like Trump. I'm just saying that my moral sense and moral values, and this is a Republican talking, mind you, my moral sense and my moral values cannot vote for Trump.
But you pay attention to the words you just used, your moral values. The Clintons have no morals. So how can you even use the word my moral values in a sentence with the family that has murdered other families? People have gone missing for talking bad about the Clintons. They have scammed so much money in the United States. He's not counting how many women he's messed with, how many lawsuits he's already paid off because of women he's molested and taken advantage of. So you can't even use the word moral when you're talking about these people.
Right. But I got one more question for you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
One more question for Mike. Put yourself in my shoes. How do you think I feel talking to you about this? Because I actually care about America. I don't even like neither of the candidates.
I'm not saying I like Trump, but I'm not a person that's trying to judge him on his person. I'm looking at the two people I have a choice of, and she is clearly not it.
Well, I think you and I look at it a little bit different because of our disabilities, right?
Wait, but listen, but you and him keep wanting to speak of disabilities. I should be filing mine.
Well,
but I don't. But I don't.
Go do it.
Because I don't feel that I should be milking the system as long as I can still try to make a dollar.
Do you feel I'm milking the system?
No, but what I'm trying to say is when everybody keeps trying to talk about the Medicaid and the disabilities, hello, I have severe brain trauma. I have short-term memory loss.
And
I got nerve damage and supposed to be walking on a cane.
Mm-hmm.
I have everything that can get me Social Security if I wanted to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it offensive when people keep talking about, well, what he's going to do for Medicaid and what he's going to do. I fall under that, but I'm a proud enough American that I don't want to milk the system until I know I can't financially take care of myself anymore.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that's your choice. I mean,
and my question for Michael is, how do you feel, Mike?
Well, I can tell you this, that I know that Trump supports veterans, supports the VA needs a lot of help. I know that he wants to rebuild the military. And I think at this point, everybody says our country shouldn't be ran by like a business. And the people that are saying that are basically Democrats because they think.
But they're career politicians that are saying it.
They're Democrats and they're career people, and they want to keep going because this mentality, this direction of our administration works for them. It doesn't work for the folks like us. We're struggling. You've got a guy, just like Scottie said, he's got all these things, but yet his patriotism, his love of country is, and he doesn't realize it, but all the money that he would be getting, he paid into the system.
Yes, me, my family.
That is true. So I guess I'm just asking the both of you.
And this ain't a debate, Drew. We love you. We're glad that you're having this conversation. I want all the listeners to know. We're not disrespecting Drew at all. We all want to learn from each other.
Well, I think that's what's the most.
And listen, here's from a very intelligent listener. I'm not going to call his name out. And he says, this is not about Trump. It's about the Supreme Court. He said, the problem is people are ignoring the reality. 5 potential vacant seats on the court.
We're screwed.
And we have got to think about America.
The people that sit on that bench determine the direction of this country.
And then listen, I got another guy just says her campaign bus dumped their morals all in a storm drain in Gwinnett County yesterday.
That's horrible. That's horrible. I still say there's malicious intent.
That is true. But,
well, brother, we know you got somewhere to go because we heard you talk to somebody in the background. I don't want to keep you, but we really just want people to, a lot of people think we're just so pro-Trump. Do I like him? He's a friggin' Yankee. I can't stand the Yankee. I don't like the Yankee attitude.
I don't like the hair.
But
the hair drives me.
But I do not like the Clintons.
Let me say something to you and the rest of the listeners.
No, you ran them
this
off now.
Is not a party election. This is an election for America. So this is why I'm saying this. When I go to the polls on November 8th, I'm probably going to vote for Hillary However, I'm first going to put America first because that is what you all need to do when you go to the polls on November 8th.
The only fear is what she's doing with the Muslim stuff and all the Saudi Arabia stuff. She's not putting America first. She's putting Clinton first.
And I hope all your listeners heard that.
Yes, sir.
DJ Scottie. I'm coming on here bipartisan. I'm not trying to say vote for Democrats. I'm not trying to say vote for Republican. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Well, here's how I tell people you got to look at stuff. And I guess being OCD, I see it this way. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 does not come before 1. 2 doesn't come before 1. There is an order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
21.
So my point. Listen, hold on. So I want you to hear my point now. So the numbers go in a sequence. My problem is Hillary Clinton is a crook. Number 1, she is a crook. She can't get to number 5 to be elected president because she's a crook. Before people keep talking about all the good she's trying to do now, she's still a crook, been a crook, is always going to be a crook. You always got to you can't get past the fact that she's a crook. There's just no way around it.
I will say one more thing and then I have to get off. DJ Scottie, I just now really hope you see how I feel as a disabled American, and I want you to know why.
Yeah, but I'm a disabled American too, dude. I just don't claim it on a tax form.
I know you said that, but now do you know why I'm more pro Hillary than Trump?
Yeah, but it's all misdirection and smoke and mirrors, man. So look, I just got this from a person that is a disabled. And it says, wow, he just said he's voting Hillary. He says, damn, I'm done. Drop the mic. So, I mean, it just blows my mind, dude. It just blows my mind. But this is like having a discussion with my daughter. I can't get my daughter to see reality.
Well,
can a sexual predator who's already been convicted of being a sexual predator, can he teach in a public school?
I don't know. Can he, Mike?
Because why? Because he's a sexual predator. So therefore, if she's already been caught with all this crookedness, how can she even be up for election? It doesn't make sense, man. Well, go do your thing, Drew. We love you. Thanks for calling in and giving us this to talk about.
And like I said, I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Because I'm not strictly a party voter. I vote for the person.
Right.
Drew, I'm so confused on your definition of bipartisan. I think probably maybe you should look that up.
Well, what do you mean by that, Mike?
Well, I just don't understand how you're using the term bipartisan. I would think something like psychopartisan may be better at this point. You're saying you're not a party voter. You're going to vote for Hillary. You're saying that you're actually a rhino, a Republican. A rhino is a Republican name only. So I'm thoroughly confused. I know that you're confused about who you want to vote for. I get that. But what I think you should do is kind of maybe take some time and maybe contact Alex because he's extremely knowledgeable in this. And you should kind of maybe start before you vote, maybe start at the bottom level, the entry level of each party, Democrat and Republican, start at the basic concepts that make up the party, then work towards, and you truthfully and honestly, you've already stated this, so it should be easy. Leave out speculation. Leave out just people saying stuff on the news.
But also take out the emotion.
Right.
Take out the emotion of the problem. I mean, it's real simple. If my dog is dying, my choices are, do I let her lay there and continue dying, or do I go ahead and have her put to sleep?
Right.
Right.
Take the emotion out of it. Oh my God, my dog's dying. I don't want her to die.
It's tough.
It doesn't matter because she's dying one way or the other. So you have to pull the emotion out of it and make the rational decision. When anybody dies in my family, everybody freaks out. I turn off the emotions and I make the decision that has to be made. This is the problem. You have to take away the emotional aspect of I don't like Trump and say she's crooked, she's a criminal, she's done this, she's done this, she's done this. What she's doing is she's preying on all you people who hate Trump. She is making you believe if you hate Trump enough, it's okay to like me.
Yeah, like
forgive me for what I've done.
Yeah. Because you hate Trump. She's doing. She's saying he's a dirtbag. Hate him like me. That's it. She hasn't gone over what she's going to do either.
Yeah, she's not.
And
done
you know what?
anything.
Neither one of them can specifically say what their plan is when it comes to after they get elected.
Yeah, because even if you say you want to do this, it don't mean it's going to happen.
War is like water, man.
Look, brother, we got to take a break. You got to go. So, anything else?
Michael, maybe this answers your question a little bit.
Okay.
I would really like to be independent, but let me give you some facts.
But you keep saying facts, and you really haven't given any facts. I've got somebody right now saying, ask him to name one major accomplishment that Hillary's done, because he keeps saying, I'm reading it right now, he keeps saying facts, but name one fact that she's accomplished.
That Hillary's done?
Yes, one thing she's truly done.
Assisted in the killing of Osama bin Laden.
Oh my God, she had nothing to do with that. So you claim her one helping to kill Osama compensates for her having all these other people killed in Benghazi. So one Osama death was okay for 30 of our people.
I'm not saying that either. But
I know, but that's the problem when people say that. Go ahead.
Let me give you another fact.
I got she successfully deleted emails.
I would be a independent, but point of the fact is, to the both of you, in America's history, how many independents have been voted into office?
I don't know. I don't know that I don't know where that fact would be. My problem is everybody can vote for this independent and it's throwing your vote away because he's never going to win. It's just you know what that is? That's a bunch of guilty Americans that say, I got to vote for somebody and I refuse to vote for these two, so I'm vote for him. So what you've done is you've taken your gum out of your mouth, you grabbed your little voter registration slip, you spit your gum in it, you wadded it up, and you threw it in a trash can. That's what you just did with your vote because you just wasted it.
You know why, DJ Scottie?
Go ahead.
Because the Democrats, now listen to me, because the Democrats and Republicans had the market in the race.
Yes.
The independents
or
the Green Party
or
the Tea Party do not have enough voters.
So no matter what the reasoning is, it's not successful.
Right.
So the reality is these are the two we have to choose from. And here's my biggest problem. My grandfather was on a ship, World War II, guns blazing. My father, who wears hearing aids, Vietnam, on a ship, guns a-blazing. Cousins, uncles on ships, guns a-blazing. Rich Archer was on a ship. This guy to my right was in the Army flying on helicopters. Joe Leeper did his thing. I can go down. We got Danny and Captain Pat, all my brothers and sisters that are in the Army that have served. I mean, dude, I got goosebumps right now. I'm going to get this beautiful American flag tattooed down my leg. I am one of the last patriots left on this planet that want to make sure that America's led right. Do I like Trump? I don't even like a damn Yankee. Do I sound redneck? I'm doing it on purpose. But I don't like a crook either. And I despise a crook more than I do a Yankee.
I promise you, this is the last thing I got to say.
No, go ahead, sir.
I got to get off the phone. But I'm going to join you. I'm not going to get a tattoo. But I'm daring to say that
I'm just covering up ones while I was getting it. But go ahead, sir.
that I am also a patriot. I care about America. That is why I'm going to choose very carefully when November 8th rolls
Well, then
around.
quit telling people you're voting for Hillary. If you're going to choose carefully, you stay with the "I'm still thinking about it" speech. Because the problem is you're programming yourself, no different than all the other young people they're trying to program by telling everybody they're voting for Hillary. Don't program yourself.
And that's true. I'm just telling you that because I don't know who I'm honestly going to vote for.
Right.
Because the system, and let's just point out another fact here. The system is corrupt.
Right.
It's not working. We need a president who is going to fix everything.
I agree.
But you cannot fix everything in 8 years.
I know. I keep laughing because it's like Jimmy Carter now looks over, Nixon, if he was still around, could look over to Obama and go, "Brother, I don't look so bad now." So, all right, man, go do your thing. We got to do a commercial real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Bye. All right, you guys. That was Drew. Such a great guy. And at least he's listening and willing to try to make a decision based on information. And the problem that we are facing is most of the information that we're given from these news stations and medias it's all crap.
You know what? Real quick, all I want to say is there is a perfect example of a young man with above average intelligence, going to school, doing all the things he needs to do, that is absolutely, thoroughly, 100% confused.
Well, it's just because people don't know. They're being misconstrued.
That poor kid's being pulled in every damn direction.
All right, give me a second, you guys. We're going to run these commercials. We'll be right back.
Absolute proof right there. That's how Hillary's going to win. She is thoroughly, as Buddy of mine used to say, because we couldn't say shit in the meetings, right? He would go, "I have never met anyone who could fling minutia," and that's what she's done. She has flung so much shit that the whole system is just everything is just confused. People are either not going to vote or they're going to vote for her because they're not used to what Trump is doing. I'm a Trump supporter, and I started that a long time ago, so I got to kind of stick with it, and I'm okay with that. But you know what? At this point, I don't want to know how much money you have. I don't want to know your sexual orientation, and I could give a shit less who you're voting for. That's just going to be my 3 rules anymore. My 3 rules, man, right there.
Watch out.
What are you doing, man? Oh, well, yeah, I could see it too, because you're tired of people being confused too. It's just you get pissed. Aw, Danny's gonna love it. That flag she gave you is gonna be on the picture. Yeah, when you gonna go get that flag? Because I gotta get this Sicilian thing done and this other flag. Alex said that was painful. Yeah, it was, buddy. I didn't know. I was getting. Yeah, I want to go in too many directions there. Oh, wait. Feather. I posted the trailer to that movie I'm in on the Stone Mountain High School page, just like the alumni page, and they're going nuts, man. They're going wild. They're like, "Holy crap, you're in a movie!" And they're just sharing it all over the place. It's good. It's so funny to watch that trailer and just
easy on the Yankee thing, redneck.
Everybody's talking your ass house. Why are we doing the national anthem?
Because I'm in the mood.
Okay, but if you're gonna play the whole thing, I gotta.
It's the whole thing.
It was twice today.
Sorry.
I don't mind doing it.
I'm in the mood. Sorry, I'm typing.
You're working. It's
I'm working. I know. Hard to stand while you're driving. All right, everybody, we are back. I was in a mood, boy. Just posted some pictures too. I'm in a mood. And I just got it's hard to stand while driving this truck, but dang, brother, thanks for playing it.
Yeah, I mean, we've started playing at the beginning of the shows in the morning, which I appreciate.
Yeah, and I appreciate you talking because look, we've said time and time again, like, can't we just even get somebody's point of view and understand? Because we can understand it. I mean, no matter what, a child molester cannot teach in a school. They're a child molester before they're a teacher. Just for fun.
Hello.
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 What's happening?
Hello.
Morning.
What's up, man?
What's going on with you?
Sitting in this lovely traffic on 75.
All right. Tell everybody who we got on the phone. If you want to give your name out, of course, I do give you that as an option.
It's Jacob Mass.
All right. So what's going on, man? You were hitting me up and I just like, man, just call the number, call in.
Yeah,
so what you got going on this morning?
Well, I was asking Casey what the number was. Helping me. We're doing the Community and Unity
That's right.
festival next weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I started to give him your number, Mike. So, but everybody else had it. So.
Look, all my people are hitting me up. I got Ravens. I got Lou. What? I'm a Yankee, and I got the other one. Easy, redneck. I'm a Yankee.
Yeah. Well, the people I'm.
You know what? Y'all are some respectable Yankees too. I'll give you credit on that.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm from Ohio. So
oh my God! And there's another one on the phone.
Well,
I'm going to play that song by the damn Yankees.
I'll talk slowly.
Where's my Yankee Doodle Dandy song? We'll play that for you.
Everybody is doing this thing now where they're saying, don't argue with me or anything else like that. Just post whether you're voting for Trump or Clinton. And I mean, literally hundreds of posts that say Trump, 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 Trump. And you know what they're trying to do is they're trying to offset the fact that the election portion is actually corrupt. So it doesn't matter what's going on now. She's still going to win because they've already got it in the bag because of the election process. But I cannot only be friends with Trump supporters. I mean, come on, something's going on here.
It is what it is, man. Segregation, man. Segregation. So how's it going planning for the event, by the way?
Stressful. It's stressful. We're trying to do in 3 months what everybody else does in a year.
Yeah.
So I got some awesome guys, and Casey is he's awesome. Everybody on the crew is awesome. Everybody's worked very, very
Hey, could
hard.
you say that one more time? Mike didn't hear that.
Yeah, say that again, Jacob.
What, that you work hard?
Who's Jacob? I don't know. I gotta at least check your credibility. Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
I do.
Actually, he does.
Okay, so he's been checked out then.
Yep. See,
Mike has no leg to stand on now.
Yep.
Why you guys got to make fun of the disabled?
That's a tripod, sir.
Bastards.
So look, man. See, I used to promote and do big events every year. I do 2 a year. And it was the Just for Fun events, but good Lord, it took so much. And after 5 years of doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go help other people because I can't do it anymore. It drove me nuts, man, because you have to rely on that team of people. You have to.
And we have a very reliable team. Anybody heard from Steph?
I knew it. I knew he was going to say it.
Yeah, I knew it was going to.
La, 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 la.
You broke the silence. I mean, you like kind of.
Well, I'm still confused on the whole part that Casey's awesome.
I am. Mike said it
At
too.
what?
Did you? That's
What?
recorded, right?
Well, I've only known Casey for a few months, so you give me another couple of months, and I'll.
Okay,
I'll
man, Casey, your credibility just went right down the
I was
tube.
here, now I'm here.
He hits you high and low. Good God, Casey.
That's like being on the microphone with Mike.
Hey, they say it's your friends that are going to get you.
That's right.
The guy's only known you a couple of months. He's not even your friend. He's an acquaintance.
Yeah, man.
He's some guy that's heard of Casey.
Casey's cool, man.
You know what I see now? If this event has any problems, it's like it's Casey. Casey's fault. I already see. He just preset that one up. I really hadn't known Casey that long. I didn't know he was going to do that.
He was going to do it.
And I got to tell you, the guys on the radio station pointed that out a couple months ago. I knew.
I mean, you know that I'm gonna blame the Democrat if something goes wrong.
Wow!
Ouch!
Man, that stung. I felt the sting of that one.
That hurt.
You're talking about the guy that didn't stand up during the national anthem, right?
Casey is the very first Democrat that I have ever voted for. I will vote for. And
thank you very much. Thank you, Jacob.
He probably will be the only one.
Voting local, whether it be Republican or Democrat, to me does not matter.
Yeah, and it's like we had a conversation the other day, and one thing people don't understand, I'm not really going to get political because I get pretty pissed off.
Yeah. But, welcome to the show. Hi, my name's Jacob. I can't talk political because I get pissed off. Welcome, Jacob.
Welcome to the show.
Republicans and Democrats, they put on a show. That's all it is.
I know.
They're all golfing buddies, drinking buddies.
It's like pro wrestling.
Just like attorneys.
Exactly.
Attorneys argue in the courthouse.
It's just like me and Mike. They think we really hate. Well, they think we really like each other.
Yeah, no, I do hate you.
Yeah.
There's got to be a term for that in freaking human resources.
I think Mike is
Tit
my.
for dumbass
I think
or
Mike
something.
is my dead grandfather's ex-wife reincarnated.
Dead.
See,
That's confusing.
In Alabama,
Yeah,
that would make
makes
me
total
your cousin
sense.
or
Wow.
something. Yeah. You know what concerns me?
Nothing.
Everything you do.
All right, so what? So tell everybody what, because we never did really even get you on the phone. What made you do this event, by the way? Because we're gonna exploit you at this moment, real quick.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It sounds, I don't want to be cliche or anything like that, but I was sitting in the chair with I got a 17-month-old son, and I was watching the Dallas shootings, and I don't want that to happen here. I don't want
Good for you.
My son to be. And, when he's 5 or 6 years old, we have to worry about stuff like that happening weekly.
Yes.
So, I mean, I want to be proactive and not reactive.
Yeah.
I want to bring the community together for fellowship. I want it to be like a big family reunion.
Yeah.
And, people that might have cut ties years ago, maybe, hopefully they can, get back together, be friends again. Something like that. I know it's far-fetched. And a lot of people have told me, hey, good luck. And, it'll end up being political. I don't want it to be political. Politics suck. Politicians suck.
Yes.
And when you get them involved.
Not towards you, sir.
They screw everything up. Not Casey.
Casey's mouth dropped. And I'm like, not you, sir.
Well, Mike heard family reunion, and he's coming over to pick up chicks. So.
What, your family reunion?
Your family reunion.
Oh, your sister's hot, by the way.
Really?
He didn't see her. How have you seen her?
Have you been stalking my sister?
He's on Facebook. Oh my God.
Facebook. All right.
Wow.
Casey, have you been hiding somebody from me?
Jacob.
Oh, are you single?
No, Jacob.
You know
She's
what I'm
married.
going through.
Yeah, I know. No.
She's a hottie.
I would have never thought they
Leave
were
my sister
related. I
alone,
mean, you've
Mike.
seen Casey. I would have never thought they were related.
She's a
Well, Casey mentioned
hottie.
something about him being adopted.
She's a hottie.
Leave my sister alone. Don't even go near my sister. Don't go to the.
What's really cool is now I get to go next to her and say, I heard Casey's pretty amazing. And so are you.
Listen, there's one thing. We're gonna have pro wrestling in here. Save it for Friday when Jagged's here.
Yeah.
You'll be able to team up with Jagged.
Yeah, he's going to need some help.
But listen, the one thing that makes your sister safe from Mike
and hot.
She probably wants a dude with money.
That's true.
So,
Hey.
you know, she's, and she works hard. Mike, he hardly works. So, Mike,
he's just, he's not arguing with you. He's just gonna,
when somebody said that was some hardly earned money, I go, yeah, it was hardly earned. All right.
I'm texting her to see if that's true.
How'd you get her number?
Facebook.
Are you been on my phone?
Facebook Messenger, Facebook. She accepted my friendship, so hey.
So go ahead, since we still got you. Tell everybody what your plans for your festivities are that day.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of vendors. I think, I don't know, you'd have to ask Casey. It's probably, I mean, we were honestly thinking we were going to have 20 vendors, but we've probably got about 35 or 40 right now. We're going to have a lot of stuff for the kids. We really want to focus on, you know, the kids interacting with police officers. Because, I mean, there's so many times cops get a bad rep, especially by the media. They're never going to paint the right picture of cops. So if we get kids to interact with cops, I mean, that, you know, breaks a chain that, I mean, has been going for years with families telling stories about cops. And then these kids see that cops are cool, and hopefully we can, you know, break that chain. And then we're going to have Will Brewer. He does Iron Man for a Cure.
Right.
He'll actually be out there, but he'll have his
He's been on the show.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's been on the show.
Yeah, he's awesome guy. I've talked to him once, and I really haven't got to talk to him much, but he really is a great guy.
Sure is.
Hey, I hate to interrupt, but I just got to say this really fast. Casey, you might want to tell your sister to go put her page on lockdown for private use only. Now single guys are going, great. Now you have all of us looking for Casey's sister.
Superstar.
So they're all going to your page to go find your sister.
Let me warn her real
You better
quick.
warn her. Her friends list is going to multiply today.
she has with the store, she'll be like, I don't care. I'm going to come in and buy
She's going to be like, Casey, how did I get so many people in one day? And he's going to go, thank you. You've now been pimped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Casey can charge $5 a request.
That's right. That's right.
Would that be Facebook pimping?
That's what I meant. It'd be like, what's his name on the Pimp My Ride when he pulls your shirt and goes, you've now been.
I don't have a microphone, but hey, check this out.
He dropped the can. He dropped the monster.
If Casey did that, he would actually be a politician then.
That's right. And with a profit.
And a Democrat.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, man. Well, tell everybody when your event's happening again. Let's plug it one more time. Tell them how to find it on Facebook. We're running our clock over today.
Yeah, it's October 29th. It'll be at Legion Field. It's 11 to 7, so it's next Saturday. The event is free. We're going to have free hot dogs, chips, water. You can find us on Facebook. I believe it's Community and Unity is the Facebook page. It's actually a group. We haven't gotten the page yet. But, yeah, like I said, it's a free event, man. I'm wanting everybody to come out. We're going to have live music. We'll have a few speakers throughout, and we got a really big finale that we have planned. That it's going to be really awesome.
Cool.
Will Casey's sister be there?
That's actually what I was going to ask him in private.
She was going to be there.
She's going to be incognito. She's going to make sure she's got a hat on. And
did you just say cognito?
I just caught how I said that. I mispronounced it. I am sorry, you guys.
So you're apologizing to the entire African American
I can't believe
race.
you made me make a big. I slipped up and said it. I just said it incorrectly.
How'd you say it again?
I'm not saying it twice. I said it wrong.
Negro.
I said it wrong to begin with.
You write this down.
Yeah, make sure that one goes on the book.
Yeah, that one.
I have had the hardest time pronouncing words lately. I've been trying to say magnificent.
Yeah.
I watched the movie Magnificent 7.
When you do that,
I
you're
can
not
never pronounce
insulting
it right.
an entire race of people, though.
Mike, thanks for making a point to bring it up. I mispronounce stuff all the time.
Yeah, but not cognegro.
That's the third time you've said it. Shut up. He's writing it down.
It's put in the book. I'm telling you, it's going in the book.
Cognegro.
Shut up.
By Scottie.
That was an accident, dude. I didn't mean it like that.
Accident.
Oh my God, you're such a douche.
How do you say cognegro?
How do you say magnificent? I can never get that pronounced.
Yeah. Well, you don't insult an entire race.
Mike, you're the one that keeps bringing it up.
I can't even defend you.
No.
I mean,
yeah, come on. You're a professional. You can do better.
Oh my God. Anyways, well, thanks for plugging your event. Hopefully we can try to help you get a bunch of turnout out there.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you having me on.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Well, have a good day.
All right.
Maybe
All right,
Casey's,
brother.
hopefully,
and then
Casey's
maybe you'll be Casey's brother-in-law soon.
Casey's sister can come out.
my sister is married. Okay.
Not for long. You keep trying to pimp her out like this.
If you like it, you got to put a ring on it.
First, you got to put some divorce papers on it.
And I ain't talking about the tub.
Mm-hmm.
When Mike starts
Ring
dancing,
around the
I'm
collar.
done. When Mike starts dancing, I'm done.
That's right. All right, you guys, we're going to get out of here. Sorry for my slip of words. Thanks, Mike, for making sure you heavily repeat it several times.
Cognegro.
Why are you still saying it?
you I wrote it down in the book. I don't. Should we go for cognegro.com?
Could you?
Oh, now he's gonna check that one out.
Or
You
should we
were
just-
so trying to make me get in trouble.
Well, you said it, not me.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I just was
I'm
thinking
sure
fast and.
Well, Negro means black.
Oh my God, Mike! Why are you going any further with this?
Because
I've tried to say magnificent
oh, you weren't. You're trying to say
100 times this week when I kept telling everybody what movie I watched.
What were you trying to say when you said
What?
See, that's my point. Cognito.
Maybe
is that it?
Maybe
You're
it's time
trying
to
to say-
file for that disability there, Mr.
What
DJ.
to say?
I tell you, dude, my short-term memory loss. I have an issue. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's
And-
cognito, right?
We don't know what you're trying to say. So how can we say right or wrong?
If they were trying, I said his sister would put a hat on and glasses and
Go ahead,
be
incognito.
cognito. There you go, cognito.
Cognito.
See?
yeah, she put a hat on and she'd be cognegro.
Oh my God, you are such a.
The
You
hell?
want me to call you the D word, don't you? Dumb. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna call
I was
you.
about to say, there's no.
It's like,
D in-
which D word do you want to call him
Yeah,
here? There's
yeah.
several we could go
All right,
with.
so we're gonna get out of here, everybody. We love you guys. We'll see y'all. We'll see. I muted you because you won't shut up. Everybody have a great day. We will see y'all on the flip
See you
side.
tomorrow.
Be careful how you pronounce words, by the way, because Mike
I
will
would
never
be.
let you live it down.
I would be. I'd be.
Oh my
very,
God, my
very-
phone's going.
Yeah, it's probably the African American Coalition, the NAACP.
See, now that I'm looking at the way it's spelled, incognito. See,
yeah.
incognito. Mike,
Well, that was perfect.
That was good.
I want to
Perfect.
kill
That
you
was
sometimes.
perfect timing. God, I'm
All right, you guys, we will see y'all. Thanks, Alex, because now that I've seen it, I can actually see. And now, Joe Leaper, thank you. Now that I see how it's spelled.
Joe Leaper.
All right, we love all you guys. We'll see y'all on the flip
Hey,
side. What?
Alex, is that? I was just
Right
wondering-
when I thought we were cutting
I was
off.
trying-
Well,
Yeah.
no, I was going to ask Alex if
I'm
he's-
going to
if
try to
he's-
go do that ride on my anniversary of my wife that I was supposed to do at 8 o'clock.
Well, if you shut up, it'd take 2 seconds. I'm just trying to find out if Alex and Talk is talking about if they're covering
The debate.
tonight. The
What time is
presidential
the debate, by the way?
9?
Yeah,
9?
o'clock,
Okay.
man. It's kind of
I'll
like.
make sure I watch it this time.
So
I mean, I watched the second one. I didn't the
I know
first
his show is going to be on tomorrow night, and I know he was going to be covering different things. Like
And he's
state
asking me
amendments
about you and
stuff.
him teaming up and merge two shows together the night of the election.
The night of the election, yeah, just
Yeah.
to have like a live coverage.
Where
and watch
are
it.
y'all going to be? His place?
I don't know.
We got to get
yeah.
it figured out.
Well, I mean, because it's two different stations, so I wanted to make sure that we were okay with everything.
Well, with the fact that Hangout tags in, what if you're here live, he's there live, and all the Hangouts are tied in together?
I don't.
Just for fun radio.
Hey, I'm the talent. I don't do the tech stuff.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on? To answer Michael's question, I have a show tomorrow.
Okay.
I will probably touch on the debate, but what I'll be discussing.
Yeah, Mike touches
more
on
than
the
that,
dinner plate.
I'm going to be discussing the
Touches on a
4
lot of
ballot
things.
initiatives.
And not my sister.
I'll be talking about the 4 ballot initiatives on the, when you go this November that will amend the Georgia Constitution.
The state
and
and
why
the
you should
state
vote-
amendments.
Yeah, why you should vote no to every single one of them because they are an insidious bunch of legislation. I got into a fight with Senator Renee Alterman last night about Amendment 2, and it was quite funny. But I'll talk about that tomorrow.
And where did you get in a
will
fight
watch
with
the
her
debate.
at? On your show?
No, I was at an event with that Senator Ginny Van Ness was doing.
Oh, okay.
and it was about public health, and they talked about Amendment 2, which is it's terrible. Whatever. And I was going to call in earlier to suggest that maybe Drew tune in and watch as well, because I don't know. You know, it's
He's
one thing
confused.
to do some research.
Well, he
It's
needs to
another thing
learn, and
do.
you know.
Yeah. Because you know, all I would say is the Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law by the first George Bush. The Americans with Disabilities Expansion Act was signed into law by George W. Bush, both under Republican-controlled Congresses, while the biggest retraction in disability benefits we've seen has come under Obamacare, which was a purely Democratic bill. So I would ask Drew, what really have Democrats done for disabled Americans? I say nothing, but, you know, that's me. I just did some research.
10-4.
Anyway.
Well, send Drew. You got him on your friends list, right? Send him.
I do not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I
Okay.
don't.
Well, fine.
Maybe send him a link to
yes.
to me.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Let's make
something.
sure the link gets out, so at least he can watch and he can call in. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? We haven't finalized this about November 8th. You and I still need to talk and work out the details.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about that, you know, later on this week or something, and just let people know what we plan to do, because I think that's going to be an absolute riot.
Right. And see, I don't try to prove anybody wrong for how they want to vote. What I try to say is, if you want to discuss the word facts, you can't get past the fact of what this woman's done.
Right. Hey, listen, Drew, vote your conscience.
Vote how you
think. Obviously. But if you're going to vote based on issues, really look into those issues and see who has really benefited the demographic you're concerned about.
That's right.
For me, it's all about the Supreme Court.
Right.
That's the most important thing. 5 potential vacancies on the court, which I do not believe can be filled by liberal judges.
Right.
I think that would be the end of America. It would be the end of the Constitution.
Right.
I think they have to be filled by a Republican. Part and parcel of that is checking the box for Donald Trump, regardless of my personal feelings.
And here,
for
listen
him.
to this, everybody. He doesn't. I mean, Alex doesn't like Donald Trump. He never wanted Donald Trump. So I want everybody to understand. He's not telling you vote Donald Trump because he likes him. He can't stand him.
Yeah, he's not my guy. I would also say to Drew, go back and watch my replay where I talked about third-party candidates, because, you know, my opinion differs from his on that also, and maybe he'll find it interesting, but we'll see.
10-4.
Yeah. Point him to my page, and I'll talk to him.
We sure will, brother.
Okay.
All right, man.
Brother.
Have a good day.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
See ya.
All right, you guys, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a great day. Don't do anything we would do.
We're really out of here.
We are really leaving this time. Really. You're giving him a ride somewhere, by the way, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes,
does your car get good gas mileage?
Yeah.
Metropolitan at this time of the day, he might take a little while to get there.
Oh, shut up.
Mike doesn't do streetwalkers because he can't keep up with them. He needs street sitters.
I gotcha.
Bus stoppers.
I'm following you.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. We're out, you guys. Everybody have a great day.
Good. Cognigros.
You are such a dick, Mike. Bye, you guys on video. God, Mike, you're a dick. I hate you. You know that, right? I love you guys. Bye.